Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some interesting news, interesting developments this evening as a potential UAE takeover could be happening at Manchester United. I don't want to get too excited, hence why there is no robe. You get me? Like, I'm not on a mad one like last time. We're taking it easy. You know what I'm saying? This is still early developments. You know them ones there. But big up to everyone who's locked in right now. Please smash a like on the video. It's been a while, you know, since I did a late night Man United stream. You know, I can't remember the last time I've done one in the midweek games. You know what I'm saying? Especially midweek, man. But what would it be without international break being United drama? You know what? Did I say that to Flawless or Double A on Sunday? I said, you know what, man? Do you reckon we'll get like a quiet 2 weeks? Never. Manchester United is never, ever quiet. So we're going to talk about it. Big up to my guy, Ash. Feels like some familiar territory. Last time it's Qatar. Now it's a UAE investment. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. All chilling. Coaching today. Yeah, over the under 8s. Absolute nightmare with them. But yeah, no, all good. All good. Excited to get into it. Excited about the potential big news. Although a little bit of water doused on the flames today. But still, there's something there brewing. And you can sense it is brewing. So yeah, now I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. We've got Kaz there. I know he's doing something there. But big up to Kaz each and every time. You get me? How you doing, Kaz? You blessed?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm feeling good here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yalla, eh?
Big up to you. Big up to you, man. I hear you, man. Big up to you, man. And obviously, big up Musa, man. Musa, they're gonna try and claim you wearing the robe for the. Tell them that you're always wearing the robe, man. This is normal attire.
It's no more attire. When I got the red and white thing on, then you know something's going down.
Yeah, you make me jealous, man. I might have to go get my Candora or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, big up everyone locked in, man. Like I said, man, smash a like on the video. Get your comments in. We want to debate. We want to talk about it. If you believe it's fake news, then it's fake news, isn't it? But we're just here to talk about it. But let's go down the timeline, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I've tried to play this down as much as possible. But you know what? I thought to myself, you know what? Let's do a show today, yeah? So basically, this was Turk Al-Sheikh, yeah, who is part of the who's basically the sports minister for Saudi Arabia. He said here, the best news out here today is that Manchester United is in an advanced stage of completing a deal to sell to a new investor. I hope he's better than the previous one. That is what he said a couple of days ago. And then today he said the following to, I believe it was it a reply to someone? It might have been a reply to someone. And he said the following. What did he say the following? He goes here. My yesterday's post about Manchester United potential sale meant one thing. The club is in an advanced negotiation phase with a new investor. Just to clarify, I am not the investor, nor are they from my nation. I'm posting this as a fan who wishes the deal to happen, though it might not necessarily happen. That is the latest, by the way. He's a fan. You know how much he's a fan as well? I didn't even know this as well, yeah. But I got this Ash here sent me this message here. Let me find it. Where is it here? Is it this one here? He basically was happy about Erik ten Hag getting sacked. So remember when Erik ten Hag got sacked here? I don't know if you remember. Then he put this here. He goes, praise be to God, finally. So I don't know. Maybe speaking from a fan point of view, I don't know. But Ash, man, talk to me, man. Do we get excited? Do you think there's truth in it? Do you believe there's truth in it? Or do we just let the story, you know what I mean, marinate, man? No one shut it down. No one's really said anything to say, yo, it's not happening. No one, David Ornstein's not come out and said it's fake, it's false. What are you saying, bro?
Well, I mean, what's his motivation to post that yesterday? Last night, what was it? 10:30 last night. Breaking news. There's potential new investors in Manchester United, and he's got no real vested interest there. He's a United fan clearly, but he's the minister of sports entertainment in Saudi. He's the guy who does the WWE stuff, the MMA. He set up the deal between Usyk and Fury, and so he's got no real reason there to be doing clickbait tweets. He's got 7 million followers on his Twitter there, and he tweets information that he knows and that he's interested in. Obviously, he's heard something, in the circles when he's been moving about. People have been. You saw Jim Ratcliffe in New York on Friday. I mean, no one spoke about that. Jim Ratcliffe, what's he doing meeting with the Glazers on Friday? Maybe there's little talks there that we don't know about. So for me, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, this movement there, clearly, he's come out today. He's obviously got a little bit of heat. Maybe he's got the word from the big chief there and said, look, you got to quiet that down. Do you know what I mean? MBS has turned around and said to him, listen, you can't go in. This is not us. That you've got to distance us from this. But it does feel like there's something there manoeuvring. I mean, you look at Sir Jim himself. He opened his offices in Ineos's offices not too long ago. Where did he open his offices? He opened them in Qatar. Who owns the offices that he opened? The Ineos in the Middle East, Sheikh Jassim. I mean, there's a lot of movement there. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking at it and I'm starting to see little connects and little links, and I'm thinking potentially this could be a goer, and I'm excited for it. I mean, again, there's no reason for Turkey Al Sheikh to be tweeting this. He's got no vested interest other than him actually knowing a little bit of information. Now everybody's around the United camp. They've come and distanced themselves from it, because you've got to do that with the New York Stock Exchange because everything has to be told. But this could be private meetings. There's nothing actually on paper right now. This is just them, the potential new owners or new investors coming in and speaking to the Glazers and going, look, we want to get something done. We want to buy this club. And he knows that, and he might be getting feedback now that they're pretty close in making a deal, so who knows? But yeah, I'm excited. But again, I just don't feel like there's any reason for him to be coming out and tweeting for just for clickbaits. He doesn't need that. He's not in the business of doing that. So
yeah, there's more news as well regarding this, and this was from Chris Wheeler, who I'd say is very reliable in the Man United kind of news groups and whatnot. He says here, consortium based in the UAE is considering making an offer to the Glazer family, which would demand in excess of $5 billion to sell United, and has already approached some ex-Man United players about coming on board as ambassadors. Remember last time, I think Sheikh Jassim wanted that as well, innit, Musa? He wanted some ambassadors involved.
David Beckham.
I think if Chris Wheeler drops that news before Turkey Al Sheikh, I don't think it gets the same level of enthusiasm as what Turkey Al Sheikh does. I think if it drops the other way around, where Chris Wheeler drops it first and then Turkey Al Sheikh comes second, people start to take it a bit more serious. I think because the way Turkey Al Sheikh came out and a lot of people weren't familiar with him, they didn't really take it as serious as they should have yesterday, because he's obviously heard something because it's his brethrens. Obviously, like when you're in the Middle East, everyone that's got money and that's a part of the Ministry of Sports for their nations, they all talk about moves that they're trying to do for their nations and things that they're trying to make happen. You know what I'm trying to say? So obviously, he's heard from his brethren that UAE are about to make a move that will put them back on the map in the sporting world. Obviously, they've brought out boxing, everything, this and that. So he's obviously seen it and said, you know what, if that happens, and he's a Man United fan. A lot of his content, whenever he talks about football, he does talk a lot about United. I feel like he's just let it out that he heard his friend's gonna try to make something happen, and if he does make it happen, he's more than likely going to be a better owner than the previous ownership. I just feel like the tricky part is what's the ownership? Is it an investment? Is it the whole club? Remember, like I was saying to you earlier on the group chat side, is that I think at this stage, I'm happy with them just buying 30-40% of the club. And the reason I say that is that, and I said this earlier on Cassie's show, is that I think if Qatar would have bought the investment that Jim did, we would be in a totally different position. I think if the Qataris came in with 25% of the club and they were running the sporting department of Man United, it wouldn't look like this. I think they would have done much better with the quality of individuals they would have put in position. I think they would have done much better with the windows, and I think they would have done much better with the manager.
Oh, massively, 100%.
Yeah, but I just think because we were so cut up with, we wanted a full takeover. We didn't want to hear anything to do with the Glazers being in there. But like, let me give an example. If there's a scenario example where UAE, Qatar, whatever, owns 70% of Man United, and the Glazers are like they're like a silent investor with 30% of the club, and we know we paid off all of our debts. We don't owe anything. You know, the club is debt free, and it's being run by obviously a majority stakeholder of someone in the Middle East. We don't look at them the same anymore. Now they're just silent investors making a deal with someone who's making the club actually run well. I think the issue we have with them is that, and I think they might be prepared to do that. They might think, you know what, we don't want the drama, but we still want a piece of the pie.
They
might be ready, might be ready to go into minority investors where they're still making profit, because they know there's a pathway for Man United to continue to be successful and profitable. They've already shown that they've given up on the football side of things. They're tired of it. They want nothing to do with it. They've given it to Jim the Rat, as Norridin calls it. But he's struggling himself, and they're looking at it like, have we really given the footballing department to the best maybe people? I don't know. Maybe that's a question that they're asking themselves. So hopefully, I think we can get an investor in.
Yeah. No, well, you made some good points, bro. My thing is, let me read this, by the way. This is first refusal versus Dragalon, what it means. So before August 2025, if the Glazers want to sell part of their stake, not the whole club, Ratcliffe has first refusal. This means he gets a chance to match the offer and buy those shares before they're sold to anyone else. This protects Ineos from being diluted or blindsided by new minority investors. After 2025 August, the first refusal protection expires. If the Glazers decide to sell 100% of the club, they can accept any offer they like, even from a new bidder. Invoke the Dragalon clause, which forces Ratcliffe to sell his stake at the same price. Ratcliffe cannot block the sale or demand to match it. Why it matters: before August 2025, Ratcliffe has leverage. He can grow his stake and block unwanted investors. After August 2025, the Glazer regain full strategic control. Ratcliffe becomes vulnerable. Being dragged out of a full sale is triggered. It's a ticking clock. Ratcliffe window is to consolidate power without completion. Competition closes in August 2025. After that, it's open season. Any bidder can come to the table, and the Glazers hold the keys. So
I think it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
The Glazers went behind his back then now.
They went his back, but I think it's a win-win for Ratcliffe, man. I think the amount of money that he put into the club so far, and how much
he put into the club, though? He's put in a lot. I wouldn't say he's put in a lot, but he's put in obviously considerable money. But then again, he's done it
money will go up.
Years.
If they was to sell at the price of around £6 billion, he would make a profit on his investment.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could make a profit on his investment.
And he's a businessman. And I think he's a businessman. I think I look at someone like that, and we saw he tried to invest in Barcelona, didn't work. Tried to buy Chelsea, lastminute.com. They didn't let him get into the race. Then he came to Man United, and he's invested there. I think he's a businessman. With or without United, Ratcliffe turns up to the games, watches them, and cracks on and lives his life. He's a billionaire. I don't
see a United fan as well. So he's a self-proclaimed United fan.
Yeah, but I don't see it at the end of the world. Yeah. I don't even think he tries to block it. I think he's about his money. He's like, all right, cool, give me my money back and whatever's on top, and keeps it moving. I think if someone's really coming in for it with the type of money them not want, and it's an inflated money, like I said earlier on today on Cassie's show, is that if you're paying 50-odd billion for EA Sports, listen, United at 6, 7, 8 billion, it's not a lot of money for these guys. The issue is that the Glazers want to sell. I just feel they own. It's like, you know, when you get something for cheap when nobody wanted it, and now everyone's after it, but it's like you don't have to sell it. It's a minor. You don't have to just keep it. Yeah. I think that's how they are.
You know what the maddest thing is? Just so over in the Middle East, people don't know they're going for their second boom, right? So that's they've done everything beforehand, sports, blah blah. Now they're going for the second one. In the UAE, obviously that comes up to like 7 different kind of counties, in it, like, or countries or whatever. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah. That's the 3 main ones, you could say. Yeah. They're about to open up their first casino over there. They're about to open up their first Disney World over there. They're about to put in a new airport 5 times the size over there. What's the next kind of step? Maybe is what about attraction? Another part of getting that attraction over there, right? You would probably say Man
They
United.
own City. Let's not forget they own City.
Yeah, so
it could be someone else though. It could be someone else. You know what I mean?
But it was it's a different state. Abu Dhabi owns, like Cass said, is one of the states, and Dubai is the other one that wants to buy Man United. They all fall under the UAE.
Yeah, it's the consortium. It might be a consortium of all of them. It could be like that. But I think Ben Jacobs confirmed it, by the way, not just Chris Wheeler. So even he's put out there himself that it would be a consortium. But the thing is, it's also said that it's not, nothing's there yet. But I just don't know. The one thing I didn't actually read was how long is the time period between that August of 2025 till when is it?
What do you mean? No, it's after that period is gone.
No, it's done now, because it's finished. So now they can sell the club.
No. I'm saying no, after that period, well, like how long is it? Like,
it's just open. It's just open.
It's open. So when does it close?
Oh, you mean
it doesn't close? I don't think it closes.
Yeah, it's open.
No, I wouldn't assume it closes, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there must be a time period
for because they're the majority holders. They own the club. It's their club. Remember, as much as we like to think like Sir Jim's got a hand in this, he's only got 25% of this club. He works for the Glazers.
Yeah,
you just had 18 months first refusal. That's all it was.
Yeah,
he just wanted that in the contract. It's like a buy-on clause, you know what I mean, or a sell-on clause. He wanted the opportunity to be able to buy the club and nobody else buy it from him in the first 18 months. Once that first 18 months has passed, now it's open to anyone. But that also means that Sir Jim himself, he can go out there and try and sell the club and make money. Do you know what I mean? People aren't looking at that from that point of view.
Yeah,
he could have come in, just cleaned up shop, and then now him searching for a buyer.
And I think you alluded to that with his office in Qatar and all that. That's an excellent point. A lot of people might think that this is the Glazers. This could be Sir Jim the Rat. I told you, he's about his money. It could be him.
Yeah, he's always talking about
struggling now to buy for the stadium, you know, Mandem. He's asking for the government for money. You feel me? He don't want to pay for the land. You know, remember that little tent thing?
The tent thing, yeah.
Yeah, they value it at for that fright land, because obviously you have to pay for the land, they value at 50 million. I think the owners of the fright land, they want 400 million. Look at the difference in money, bro. So obviously he wants to get it as cheap as possible. So we're not getting anywhere with the stadium. People think the stadium's going to be done, you know, guys.
But he's put together.
Soon, you know?
No, not anytime soon. But Jim the Rat, what you've alluded to, he's also put together a building plan. And that's been okayed by the government.
It's already done, though. The building plan that you gave and said, we're going to have a tent already looks like it's not going to be possible because
they don't want to. Though, that's increased the value of Man United. So he's come in, put money into the club. He's increased the value by getting planning permission approved. Now the new buyer's got everything ticked off. So now we can go and sell it with planning permission. It's like getting a house that's 3 bed. You get the planning permission for 7-8 bed. And now you sell it saying it's worth that. And that's where he gets his profit. So I can see how Jim is definitely involved more than we think. I see that. I see that.
But the thing is, though, like, have the Glazers gone behind, like, Jim's back in terms of, like, they don't give a shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're thinking, man, like.
Maybe they went out. Maybe they say, we just want our money. Like, hurry up. Maybe they say, if you're not going to buy it, then.
Jim's never really told us, like, I'm willing to fully buy the football club. He hasn't given us a time scale. He hasn't given us a plan to buy the whole football club. Like you said, Musa, he's done the clever thing. And this is where maybe Sheikh Jassim maybe did wrong in terms of he was too honest. He was too open. He told us, I'm wiping the debt off. I'm getting a new training ground. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, he's going to do everything, bro. But obviously, the Glazers were too greedy. They were like, you know what, man? We don't really want that. Like, we'd rather get a guy who comes in, ask for this amount, but then is willing to invest in the training ground. Do this, do that, bro. You know what I mean? Basically, do more, but then doesn't have what he has.
I think that's how Jim could have got it through. Jim could have went through and said, look, these lot are trying to offer you just about £4 billion for the club, and they're going to spend $1 billion on the debt. So you're actually only getting $4 billion, plus you owe whatever. So, but he mostly could have went in there and said, look, I promise you, I'll get you planning permission on this and this and that, and we're going to put another $2 billion in this club. And when we sell out, we all eat nicely. He could have just went in with that plan.
Yeah, Moose, 100% that, and especially when you consider, the government planning and all that, and getting the government involved in the local area and stuff. It's a lot sweeter a deal. For the optics, it looks better having Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Britain's richest man, Mancunian, local. He's investing into the community. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to a Middle East consortium coming in and trying to push the government to spend mega money on the local area. So it's a much easier sell. Not just that, the way Sir Jim's come in and cleaned up shop. He's sacked a load of people. He's killed the lack of spending in the women's team. The money he's the Sir Alex Ferguson. Do you know what I mean? Not paying Sir Alex Ferguson. Imagine if Qatar had come in and said, like, right, Sir Alex, now we're not paying you no more. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that.
What they've got away with, this Ineos, bro, it's crazy, bro. Had Qatar done that, it would have been flipping riots outside.
Riots would have been saying. Do you know what I mean? But they've cleaned shop. That's what Sir Jim's done there. He's cleaned shop, and like Musa was saying, he's got the planning permission. He's ready for a development now for a bigger owner to come in, and he can kind of front it almost. And that's what it feels like it's happening. It feels like he's out there with his Ineos offices over in Qatar, and he's working around there, trying to figure out a deal. Because what people forget is Ineos have worked the chemical company, the America's Cup team, which is the sailing, the Mercedes, the F1 team. They've worked with the Saudis. They've worked with Middle East companies that have been involved in those companies and corporation stuff. So it's something that he's used to, and he's got relationships already there. Whereas the Glazers came off the back of they were real estate moguls off the dad, Malcolm Glazer. He owned malls and property in America. They've never really had those connections to be able to get that kind of money and get that kind of profit. Whereas now Jim, he's got that opportunity, and it's looking like that is now progressing, and that's where we're going to. So,
100%.
I agree with that. 100%.
I'm with you. Like the thing is, right? This is what I'm trying to say. It could be also, listen, we have to talk about it as well. It could be an investor as opposed to a direct ownership coming in, because there's a lot to do, and Jim ain't got the money. So then you could say, you know what, man, we could do with that Dubai money or UAE money.
You know what it is though, Saeed? I think we got to take Turkey Al Sheikh serious, because he broke the news.
Why would he lie though? That's
what I'm saying. So we got to take all of his words serious, because he broke the news when no one else did it. So now everyone else jumping on the bandwagon saying, we know it's a consultant from the UAE, blah. Yeah, shut up. You didn't know anything yesterday, did you? My man broke the news, and he told us a new investment, and I hope they're better than the old ownership. So this new investment is going to have a level of ownership. So for me, what type of investment can you make that brings a level of ownership, like to what he described? They didn't sound like they were just going to invest and they're going to be quiet. He's telling us that he hopes that these are going to do a better job than what was done before. So that tells me they're going to have a lot of power, and that tells me that. I don't know, man. I just feel like they're going to buy more, if not 100% of the club. We're looking at a big part of it. Like we're talking about 70% or something. Like the Glazer shares and the ones that's on the stock shares, whatever. Stock exchange. Yeah. So I feel like at least that together, minimum. But I don't know. Let's see, man.
It's looking now though, Musa, like Glazers they've lost all interest in the club. Any interest that they did have now, they've just completely backed away, and it's looking at this point there. Because you've got to remember, what is it, 5 or 6 family members, 5 or 6 of the Glazers, they've got to agree to it. They've got to agree to it, but the way they're looking at it is I think there's 5 or 6 of them, and they're looking for that billion each. That's what they want to get to. They want $1 billion each, so they can just walk away into the sunset and be happy with and happy with them. Whereas I do feel like Jim Ratcliffe, he does want to stay, and he does want to kind of lead the United forward, but he hasn't got that money anymore. You see Ineos struggling. The debt ceiling for him's just collapsed and closed. He can't borrow any more money. He's struggling financially, so he's in a situation where he's having to use his own money, and he doesn't want to do that because he's having to prop up his petrochemical company. So at the moment, you can see him right now, he's looking for investment. So again, I think it's just a situation where the Glazers, They're happy to back away. He needs investment. You know, you see him struggling already to be able to put any more money in currently. So it's going to be making the rounds, and it's more likely true. Like we've been saying, there's no reason for Turk Al Sheikh to be, you know, making up these rumours and spread these rumours. This guy's, you know, one of the biggest guys in Saudi Arabian sport. So why does he need to start, you know, just little whispers and stuff? He's clearly heard something and got a little bit too excited with himself, and, you know, and posted.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 100%, bro. And even I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like the way we may have overreacted as well to this interview as well, man. Like when you deep it, because this guy's known as a liar, man. He's the one that said to, you know, Ten Hag that he fully backs him, and then he sacked him 7 weeks later. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So this brother, he will lie to yo, bro. He will lie to save face, basically. You get me? Let's be honest. He will lie like and tell you, look, United is broke. All of a sudden, we've got money in the summer. You can't really trust this guy, man. And maybe when you look at it, the Glazers have looked at it for, yo, is this guy really who he says he is? Because when he's on these interviews here, he comes across like he's the guy, basically. But behind closed doors, we know who he truly is. You get me? And if maybe looked at it for, this ain't real good working relationship, man. I don't really like this, bro. I don't really like the way this guy moves. You never know, man, because, you know, this is, again, Brits versus the USA. You feel me? Like, there's some sort of, like, situation there where they could be thinking, yo, man, he's trying to paint us to be the bad guys and him being the good guys, and we don't possibly like that. You feel me?
Yeah,
so,
and I think these people, well, they've got a bit of arrogance and pride in how they work, and I feel like, you know, sometimes things seem to be a good idea until they actually happen. It might have sounded like a good idea to get Ineos in and let them run the football side of things, but sitting over there in America and maybe having itchy fingers when they're watching my man lose week in, week out, and ultimately still get, you know, the bad press with this lumbered on them with the Glazers this, the Glazers that, Ineos. So they might be looking at it and thinking, hold on, nothing's really changed there. Like, we thought it would kind of be much better than what we kind of signed up for. So I think it suits all parties for these lot to go if it's about money. If it's not about money, then they won't sell. Because like I said, the price of Man United is not expensive to the type of people that can afford it. It's not. There's only a few people that can afford to spend this type of money.
Do you reckon they regret selling it? Do you reckon they regret? Do you reckon the Glazers regret not just saying, you know what, we should have sold to the Qataris when we had it now. And now they're probably going to look at this deal and think, you know what, man, we might as well take this money now. United are not going to be in the Champions League anymore. Well, for at least a year or two now. It looks like United are not getting anywhere in terms of on the football pitch. The results have been bad. The brand, when you look at United, yes, we've had record revenue, but we're not in no big competition anymore. You know what I mean? It's not what, you know, like, it kind of is one of them where we've kind of took it as far as we could. You get me? With the football club. You know what I mean? And now they're like, you know what? This is probably the best time now. United finished 15th. There's no sign of Champions League football anymore. Well, for a good at least year or two now, if they keep hammering. Do you know what I mean? So right now, let's just do this right now while we can. Maybe they're looking at that. This is probably our best time to go and sell Manchester United. When you look at it, you know, ain't it true though, Ash, when you look at it, like, in that point there, it ain't the best time now to be selling Man United when, I'm not saying we're done out here. Like, if the new owner came in, there would be that. But maybe in their strategy, they've took it as far as they can.
Yeah. I mean, from their point of view, they're in a position of power selling wise. We've just had the worst like 24 months we've ever had. You know, for the last 25, 30 years. Anyway, we've just had the worst, 2 years already. You know, we're making massive revenues. You know, it shows that even when we're struggling, we're crumbling, we're still making that money. So it shows we're a safe bet to investors. We're a safe bet to new owners. And from their point of view, they're like, right, well, we've not been able to. We've had the last 13 years to try and get the club to a level to earn more money, and they're kind of just plateauing now. They're not making the club any more money, so it's a situation where they're looking and thinking, right, look, you bottom out. Your worst case scenario, United's worth what? 1.2 billion was what Sir Jim Ratcliffe spent for. I hate saying, I always catch the Sir Jim. Do you know what I mean? I need to lead that Sir behind. Do you know what I mean? Just Ratcliffe. Exactly. Well, speaking on that and talking about him lying before. You know, he's got the cars, the Ineos Grenadier. So the Ineos Grenadier, he pushed Brexit. He was one of the biggest industrial mammoths in UK who pushed Brexit. Him along with James Dyson, Dyson vacuums and that, and he pushed Brexit and he backed it. And then he was like, "Don't worry, I'll be bringing investment into the UK and all that, and I'll be building up a plant that's going to make all my vehicles in the UK." The moment Brexit happened, he was like, "Nah, I'm sending all my factories over to France and Singapore." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So completely did a bait and switch. So that guy's proven to be a liar. He's proven someone who you can't trust. He's an untrustworthy guy. You look at his issues with his chemical plants in Shelby and the issues with shutting them down and not paying workers and all that. So this guy he's a shady guy to begin with. So it's the Glazers could be there thinking, how much do we continue to deal with this guy? Is he going to stab us? But they're looking now, seeing the way the clubs are being run, and they're seeing the club being run into the ground. And they must be thinking, listen, this at the moment, it's only getting worse. We need to get out. So from their point of view, it's the best time for them to leave right now, because otherwise it feels like it's going to be a long wait. Like you said there, Saeed, it's going to be a 2-3 year, and what they're going to get marginal gains. This a little bit of an improvement over, the next 24, 2-3 years or whatever. So for them, it's the best thing for them is to sell right now. And like I said, it's for me, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking we can get the UAE investment, or we get Qatari investment, or whatever it is, get the investment in around Manchester, in around that Trafford region. And there's also, which people don't speak about, Salford Keys Keys and the media city, the amount of money and the amount of investment that's been put in there at the moment. And you look at the other side of Manchester, the Etihad, the Bradford region,
they've done really well.
Incredible things over there. As a Manchester United fan, but being a Mancunian living in Manchester, do you know what I mean? Seeing what Manchester City's owners have done for that part of the city. I grew up in a lot of that area there. That was a shithole. Do you know what I mean? It was like it was barren land. The amount of money they've pumped in, the hospitals, the schools, the university, all that. Do you know what I mean? It's been mega over there. So I'd love to see something similar in the Trafford region. And really the only people that you're expecting to do that, because the gym's not got that kind of money unless he's asking the government. You're expecting the UAE, you're expecting Qatar to be able to come in and do that. So, and there's lots of profit there for them, because you've seen on the east side of Manchester how much of a successful model they've made out of it on that side.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Especially, like I said, the only problem is now, like I said to you, man, there has to be no fan involvement now, because you get me. Last time there was a lot of xenophobia. Let's be honest, guys, man. You know what I mean? In terms of the media. Let's be honest, man. The media stopped. Sextra Sims kind of almost involvement. They was talking about like he was an AI. You know what I mean? They were saying that, is this guy a real man, bro? Like, bro, let's be honest, bro. Like, Jim Ratcliffe was getting a lot of praise about he's a local lad. He loves United. He believes my United, bro. Even though he has a Chelsea season ticket. You know what I mean? Nobody mentioned that. So the problem is right now, it's like, if United do get this new owner, man, like, we're gonna have a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? I even want to call out 1958, bro. Like, them man were chatting shit about Jassim and that, bro. You get me? So end of the day, you got to remember, like, if this football club can wipe out the debt, can build a new stadium, build a proper infrastructure around the football club, and get this club back, and then instill the standards again, bro. That's another thing as well, bro. Get the standards back where they don't tolerate mediocrity as well. You know what I mean? They don't tolerate finishing 15th as well. You get me? Like, real talk though, man. There's a whole, like, change that needs to happen at Man United, bro. Like, we act like we're some small team, bro. This dynasty that is Man United, bro, is a big club, bro. And Jim Ratcliffe, what's he done better than the Glazers, really? Let's be honest, bro. Like, he ain't really upheld the standards. He's really just said, you know what, it's all good, man. We'll have another season. We'll just, it's all good. Finish 15th. It's all good. We'll give Maguire a new contract. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, you got to come in and set some boundaries, set some proper, like, just get back United, get back them to the top where they for me are where we all think we should belong. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So big up to you, Shells, man. Hope you're well, man. I don't know what you're saying about this. Are you getting too excited, or do you think there's credibility in what we're seeing right now?
First of all, can you man hear me?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a bit low. It's a bit low, though.
Okay, let me try.
Yes.
One thing.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, though.
Okay.
No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you
Now
now.
you're on mute. You muted it now.
Yeah, you muted it. You muted it. But do you know what I'm trying to say, though, bro? Musa, like the whole kind of culture and the whole kind of like environment, Man United.
Listen,
Like,
they talk about best in class. I don't think we got best in class, man. I think we got giddy too early. They speak about this best in class. When you look at everyone in their position, they don't have no experience in it. And then remember the two guys that he brought in. He brought in my man, the French guy, and who else? And the other
Brailsford.
They stepped down straight away. And then, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like we've created these positions that all the other teams have: director of football, CEO, blah blah blah. But then when you look at the people in these positions, really, again, I don't think it's the best in class. I don't think it was a group of people who were fighting for the job. A lot of this is friends. Man went and just got their brethrens and put them again in them positions. I don't see, like a pack of CVs of some of the top footballing directors in the world slapped on the table, and then they're going through it and they're getting the best in class. Like, no due respect to Barada and Wilcox and all of that, but I feel like the positions that these lot are holding, we're seeing it now with this madness, especially as well, where we've got a whole academy system or everyone outside the first team playing one style of football, and then you've got this manager in the first team playing a different style of football to the rest of the football, at the club, and he's failing tremendously at the highest level in 4K, and we're here tiptoeing around. Yeah, we need to judge him after 3 years with an owner that talks crap like that. Like, it's just madness, bro. It's madness if you think about it.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You're on mute, Shells.
No,
can't hear you. Can't hear you. No,
you can't. All right, cool.
Yeah, no. You hear.
You can hear me, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say on the whole Saudi thing. Just going off what Moose is saying, it's like, bro, I don't need to take 3 years to judge a manager. Do you get what I'm saying? We look at all the other crosses of managers that have been in. Let's look at Ten Hag, for example. He took two games. Do you get what I'm saying? The fact that Manchester United, who are a big club, who's won 20 Premier League trophies, needs to take 3 years to judge a manager is crazy. But at the same time, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it, man. I swear to you.
By the way, you're talking through your laptop, Mike.
Oh, it's dark.
I promise you.
Yeah.
No, I hear it, bro. You should have taken 3 years, man. What's this? All this 3 years?
He's a liar, man. He's a liar. We already know this guy's a liar. He went to the interview.
What about now?
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, much better. See, he went to Gary Neville and barefaced lied to everyone as well. Like, bro, these billionaires are liars. They would never get to the top and be a billionaire if there wasn't a liar, man. You get 3 losses or 2 losses on the bounce next when we come back. You're gonna keep him because you want to judge him after 3? Yeah, whatever, man. When owners typically come out, or CEOs and stuff, and start talking on the forefront about backing a manager, it kind of tells me you're on your last legs. Really and truly. Do you know what I mean? There's not being naive to that. I don't think I disagree with myself. I feel like if things were going well on the pitch personally, and the decision was to sack Amorim or whatever earlier, we wouldn't be talking about what's in the back end of United, because I don't think we know everything that's going on in the back end of United, right? Like record revenues, stuff like that, mediocre jobs getting cut, which they should do in business because that's just the way it works, and blah blah blah. We're just trying to find a scapegoat at any point to point the blame. I don't even think Ratcliffe's done a bad job. I think the only thing we hate about them so far, realistically, if we're being honest, is not cutting the rope with a manager sooner rather than later. That's the one thing we hate about this.
I ain't gonna lie, cuz it's probably the biggest thing though, bro.
It is the biggest thing because it's affecting your money and it's affecting my mental health.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what? You know what? Maybe they've not sacked him because they want to leave it till the new investment. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't want to hire another guy. Maybe they're just holding off now because they're working with that behind the scenes instead.
Or the November thing is just absolutely truly trying to buy some time. Anyone thought that? But yeah, that's one part. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
100%.
think
Listen,
one thing
it
I
could
did
be.
say.
I like our
I feel like they're trying to
signings. I
save
like
money.
our
but-
signings. I'm just gonna say I like our signings. They done it with a good time. They're not on crazy wages where everyone can just scope them out and that and what. I don't mind it. I just
But
think
guys,
for
they
me,
didn't sign a
what do we
midfielder
have to do
though.
with
They
this
didn't sign a
guy and
midfielder. I'm sorry, it's
that's
all good liking our signings. They didn't sign a midfielder.
I think
That
that's
was the
down to
biggest thing
I
of-
think
that
I
we
think they
needed
trust
in
the
the
manager.
summer. Did we need a midfielder? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
we did.
100%.
Yeah, but we needed
sign
it
one.
everywhere.
They
Those
didn't sign one.
shells. Do you know what I mean? We needed everywhere, so it was just like there had to be a hole somewhere.
The manager
but
gassed
they
him
got
up.
rid of Toby Collier. They got rid of Ericsson. They didn't sign a midfielder. That's incompetent.
But you know what it is for me
Yeah.
though? You know what? I don't even care about recruitment because everything for me, you could do the best recruitment possible, yeah. But if your standards are not on the football pitch and your standards 15th, bro, I couldn't give a shit about recruitment. That's the bottom line, guys. So you can say whatever, best recruitment, best this, best that, yeah. But when you're there, yeah, not getting back-to-back wins, when we're seeing that this squad, yeah, should be doing better, but it's not because of the manager, etc., then I'm not hearing no like recruitment's been amazing and whatnot. I can't because at the end of the day, like Will said, all roads lead to the dugout. You know what I mean? And that's where you kind of get better. You feel me?
Amrin is Ineos.
can't really see it.
Amrin is an Ineos representative sitting in the dugout. He's the face of Ineos as the manager. They've gone and picked their man and said, "You represent what we want in a manager. Go and coach the club." When he's sitting in that dugout, that's Ineos in the dugout. And when they've got a decision to go a new representative to represent them and the club, they say, "No, we're going to give him another 3 years." Obviously, I know what you're saying. They're talking rubbish, but he's been there long enough, and they're happy with what he's in. On top of that, they were happy to make a decision with him to keep another 100 million in. And now we're sitting there as a fan base, and we all knew we could do without Sesko, even though we're happy that he came. But we all knew we could do without him, and we needed to get a midfielder, and they didn't do that. They went and backed him, brought in the striker, kept Bruno, didn't get the money for him, and we're sitting there, like you said, talking about the good signings. But in reality, since Ineos has come in, we've had the worst finishes since we've been in the Prem. That's since they've come in. We finished what, 8th or 7th and 8th, and then 15th. That's been under their watch.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And maybe, like I said to you, maybe there's a United fan out there, like I said to you, man, that who is maybe a fan, like a UAE fan out there, bro. That's like, yo, man, enough is enough. You know, who knows? Because these guys are fans, you know, man. That's just him. Believe it or not, he's a fan. He's a fan of Man United.
Saeed, we're fans as well, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But you got to call out when something's wrong. When something's wrong, you have to call it out. It's that simple. Just because you're a fan, you don't have to agree with everything your club does. There's stuff that you're going to disagree with. The same way if you're in a workplace, you're not going to agree with everything your boss does. You have to call it out when you see wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like Man United fans, especially, we got to realize we're Man United. Yes, we've been shit for over the last however many years, but you got to keep that standards there. And I feel like Man United fans, we're losing those standards, and that's why we're in the place we are in today. Simple as that.
Yeah. Massive Ronaldo could be involved in this.
Can you imagine?
Man. Like, I don't know. I don't believe so. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want Rio anywhere near it, by the way. If Rio's part of this, I'm not with this, bro. I'm whoever them, man. I'm out already, man. Rio cannot be part of it, bro. But what I'm trying to say to you is that this is welcoming. Whether it's true or not, it's very, very, for me, much welcoming.
We're UAE brothers soon. Don't worry.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's very, very much welcoming, man. It's just like I said to you, bro. It all depends on the time scale for this, bro, because this is why you can't get too excited, bro. There needs to be also who it is as well. We don't know who it is. They haven't made themselves known or been out there, Ash. You know, and once we find out who it is, that's when the next stage of credibility comes in. You feel me? Because you want to know who it is, man. We got to, like, maybe, I don't know when that happens, when that is going to be apparent. You know, I don't know, but you've got to know who it is first, and then bang, go to the next stage, and then you never know when it happens. You never know.
Yeah. Oh, it's like what you said a little moment ago, Saeed, they're fans. Do you know what I mean? There'll be fans there watching, you know, knowing they've got that money they sat on, and they'll be thinking, you know what, we can do a better job of this. You know, there's opportunity there for us. You know, why can't we invest in it? Do you know what I mean? So, and you look at the opportunity around the stadium, and they'll probably look and see that the government funding's there now for the wider region. You know, so Jim, like we were saying, Musa earlier, you know, the plans are all in place there. United right now is a, you know, it's a golden opportunity to own one of the biggest football clubs in the world. You know, there's no better time. If you're a buyer right now, there's no better time to be going and buying Manchester United. Like, there's an opportunity there. You can rebuild the stadium. You can call it whatever you want. You can use your sponsors. You know, what you could use it. Etihad, whatever you wanted to do. You could market around the stadium, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where, as an opportunity, there's not many better opportunities in the world of sport right now. You know, and not just that, whoever comes on board next, if they do well, they'll be deemed as heroes. They'll be deemed as the team, the owners that saved Manchester United. They'll be loved and lauded, you know, and they'll have that romance and the story behind them. So Jim's come in and tried to do it in the first 18 months, and he just sent us, you know, rock bottom, you know, 15th, and then now what? Again, 10th, you know, and it's looking like we're going to finish in 15th again.
Their 10 years bad.
Yeah, 10
right
years,
now,
10,
so far, 10 years bad.
It's been poor, and like I said, anyone who comes in now, they can't perform worse. You know, they can't do any better. And I feel like a big reason why Amorim's not been sacked is because they are looking for that investment. They don't want to hire another manager, which then leaves them in an awkward situation if they do hire another manager to go, right, we've got to back that guy. Whereas now, Amorim's almost set up as a fall guy. No matter what happens, he's going to go with the next new owners anyway. So keep him in where he is right now. Try and get something done behind, and then there we go. And they'll bring their man in, you know, whoever they're looking at. You know, you've even heard about Manchester United, former Manchester United pros getting involved, stuff like you've seen Beckham being involved in the Qatari bid in the past, you know, in the Qatari World Cup. So it won't be a surprise to see these names being linked again and start to see like an almost lining up of ducks that they're ready to go with.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, for me, it's one of them ones where I think we kind of know who he is now. This Jim Ratcliffe, bro. Like his mask has been, he's been, you know, his mask has slipped, man. Them, you feel me? We know who he is. Like, this guy ain't gonna take us anywhere, man. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, he's coming. Like, and I don't think he understands quite who Manchester United are, bro. I really don't. Like, he don't realize we're a big club. He doesn't realize the magnitude of what he's walked into, man. You get me? And I think for me, yeah, cool. You know, people are saying, oh, he's got to undo a lot of what Glazers have done, etc., etc. I hear that. Glazers have fucked up. They've fucked up badly for the last 20 years, bro. But at the same time, it's like, am I seeing different kind of standards from you? I don't know, you know. I don't know. I don't think I've seen that, bro. And he talks for the sake of talking as well. One thing that he's very, very good at is speaking to the cameras and letting you know what needs to be said in that moment. You see what I'm trying to say, man? Them. He lets you know what he wants to, what you to believe in that moment. So it's like, can you really take his word for it? I don't think you can. You can't.
You know what, Saeed? You know one of the saddest parts for me was, you know, I sit in the South Stand and Sir Bobby Charlton stand. Some of them season ticket holders where I sit, they've been the oldest and longest holding season ticket members because the stand's still the same. The North Stand's, you know, been regenerated. The South and the East, those have all been money invested in and pumped in compared to how the Stretford end used to be and how the rest of the stadium used to be. Whereas you look at the Sir Bobby, that's been the same there for a solid, you know, 50, 60 years pretty much. And you just behind the dugout there was about 200, 300 seats that were moved, and these weren't just like, you know, day ticket fans. These were fans that were sat in their seat for 50 years. And it wasn't a case of, oh, right, we're gonna get you ready in 2-3 seasons when we move to a new stadium, then you can give up your season tickets. Like, no, next week you're not sat there anymore. We need to move you to the other side of the stadium. People have built up these relationships and these just the livelihood and the enjoyment of Old Trafford, coming to Old Trafford that's been built over 50 odd years. They're just to be told, nah, you know what, we don't care how much of your loyalty. We don't care if you were sat there when we was in the second division and we were struggling. You know, we got relegated and all through all the bad times. We don't care about that. Just move. we need to sell these tickets for 500 quid now. That's what we need to do. You're not important to us anymore. We don't care about your epoxy 60 quid anymore. We need 500 quid from these seats. And that, to me, that's not a Manchester United fan. An owner who does that to the fans, especially the long-standing fans as well, it's wild. And from that moment there, I instantly knew what Sir Jim was about. Do you know what I mean? I instantly knew this guy does not care about Manchester United fans. He's got no interest. On top of that, my kids, do you know what I mean? I used to be able to take them on a ticket that would cost me 16 quid. Do you know what I mean? 16 quid each I'd pay for them. So I'd be able to go to Old Trafford for under 100 quid. Now if I go and I take the kids, it's going to cost me, almost 200 quid to take my two little lads.
Can I ask you something though, bro? Do you think that's the Premier League across the board, not just Man United?
I mean, it does happen across the board in the Premier League, but that's because those clubs, Chelsea, they don't generate that kind of revenue to be able to cover the fans. Manchester United generate that kind of revenue. You see what Bayern do.
Yeah,
Bayern, I think Uli Hoeneß said something. He said we could make an extra 3-4 million a year by bumping up the tickets to 40-50. But why would we do that to our fans?
Because you value the fans, isn't it? You value the fans.
I hear you.
You could sell one academy player to cover that. Do you know what I mean? So seeing that was devastating, and from that moment there, I knew instantly he's got no interest in what's right for Manchester United fans.
Yeah, 100%. No, he's spot on, man. Let's get some super chats in, guys. Make sure you are liking the video as well. Lewis Stevenson said the Ineos bootlicking trio, Saeed being flip-flopper, Ash always giving Ineos credit and always talking about the coach, and Kaz being, listen, I don't know. This Lewis and Stevenson guy, he thinks like,
hold on. I've never given Ineos credit for anything. Do you know what I mean?
I know, exactly.
That's madness, that.
Lewis is always here just to kind of like chat rubbish.
That's madness,
Listen,
that.
pick up your super chat, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. Just hope it's a UAE firm, not a, what's that?
Private equity. Private equity firm.
Yeah, I agree. Big up Nedu, he says, this is pure crap, by the way. Jim's not giving up on the footballing control. Listen, who knows? Like, you don't know. Listen, everyone's got their feelings. I don't think it's 100% certain. Hence why I'm very, very, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really buying into this fully. I'm not getting too gassed. You might have seen me when I've been giddy, man. Them like this is a new me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I've not been. I was like this the whole summer. I didn't get too excited because I knew Amran was still in charge. You get me? So it is what it is, man. Turkey made Canelo Crawford. Guy has credibility. Facts, bro. What that Turkey guy has done for boxing, no man, them has been absolutely madness, bro. Like he's got flipping. What's my man called? The two boxing promoters. He's got them in one sitting. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn. Yeah, he's got them in one sitting, man. So he has got a lot of credibility, man. Obviously, money talks, but he's got some sort of power. Like man says, I want the Glazers out. I want the Glazers gone, but bro saying that this is the best time for selling and sale for them to sell is waffling. The Super League is coming and the new TV deal. What Super League, bro? Do you man see a Super League coming?
Trusted.
I don't really talk of it, but they're just man.
I don't see a Super League coming.
You know what's going to end up happening? Yeah, Amazon, Netflix, and all that. They're going to end up saving La Liga and all of that stuff, and they'll pour in money to all of that, man. It's just it's not happening, man.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Hoshelik says that right there is a club becoming a business. The thing is, though, like you could actually become a proper, business and have the footballing there as well. Like you could do both, bro. The football club is there. It's self-sustainable, man. A proper and fit owner takes this football club to the next level, man. I'm telling you now, bro. This is why I will never shit on Manchester United as a whole, bro. You feel me? Like it may be on the football pitch dying, but as an entity, as what we are, the name Man United, bro, it will still hold weight. People will still want to come and play for us. People will still want to. It's packed out every week, bro. And whether you think we're all just, deluded Man United fans and we're all just coming in, we're spending the money, but it still attracts 72,000 every single week. What ground does that, bro? Being the way we've been for the past 12 to 13 years. I don't know any football club. You've seen Arsenal in title races, yeah? I hate to say it, man. Leaving their football club after what? 70 minutes? You know what I mean? They're in a title race, by the way. That United ground would have been flipping full if United were in a title race. You get me? So this is what I'm trying to say to you guys in terms of the scale of how big Man United are, bro. It just needs a proper owner to realize the potential of what we have right now. That's all
You know what
it
it
needs.
is as well, Saeed? I feel like with United fans as well, obviously I've been going to a lot more games recently, but generally when I speak to the general public, they're hammering in. Do you know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
hear that, but you're gonna get that. That's match day going fans, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
I get
though.
what you
So
mean.
it's like, I feel like what's going on with Man United, we have a lot more patience in a general fan base than other fan bases, considering how much of a big club we are and what we've achieved during the Sir Alex Ferguson era and so on. It's like it makes me almost like, how the hell are we here to this day? Because you speak to the general going matchmaking fan, they're hammering in. You know what I'm saying, Ash? You speak to them. I was in the pub the other day watching the Liverpool game. Everyone was hammering in, bro.
Yeah. No, you know what that is, Shells, though? You know what that is? It's this weird, like, I'm a better fan than you. Do you know what I mean? I'm a more loyal fan. I'm a more trustworthy fan. It's some weird culture with United fans.
I really don't get it.
But
Mate,
guess
I
where
don't
that
get
comes
it.
from, though? That comes from the ownership and the football club as a whole, yeah. Listen, yeah. If Real Madrid fans, yeah, are going at Xabi Alonso, and I'm hearing Xabi Alonso, if you don't win this and if you don't do this, yeah, you will get sacked. We want you out, bro. Where does that come from? That comes from Perez and the ownership. They set the standards.
That comes from standards. We should have these same standards. We should adopt these same standards. I'm not saying that we should be winning things, but the currency of
the mentality
right now,
I know,
under 30% is crazy to me.
And that's because
hammering in. Do you get
because you know what it is, though? Because we've been so commercialized and we are basically what is the really saying? Like, we're just a brand in a sense of we're just a brand here. We just keep bringing out merch, or we'll do things here and there, and we'll still be self-sustainable. So the club will always make money, bro. You see it stay in its part. Man United, necessarily, this is the first time we've been out of a Champions League or European spaces, bro. So we've been
since Moyes,
coasting. Sorry,
since Moyes,
yeah. So when you look at it, like, this is the first like reality check for Man United as a whole fan base. But what I'm going to say here, even though I blame a lot of it on the fan base here as to where we are, because we've never held our club accountable. Let's be honest, bro. We'll do little mini protests here and there, but we've never ever said,
that
you know what,
work.
enough is enough. Say it again.
That don't work.
No, but I get it. That's what I'm saying to you. But like I said to you, if an ownership says, yo, we don't care, and you know what, to be honest with you, I want the ownership to not care what I've got to say about Man United, because they do the job already. You see, when you say to someone, yo, can you do this for me? But they do it without even asking. I like that. I rate them sort of people, because it's like, man, don't need to ask you to do something. It should be done. You see what I'm trying to say to you, bro? It's got to be done.
We don't have that with in your store.
No, but that's what I'm saying to you, bro. An ownership should come in and say, yo, we've corrected this already, bro. Like Perez or not, the guy gets the shit done, bro. Yes or no? Does he get shit done? Yes or no? This is why he's one of the most powerful owners in world football. This is why he has been successful with Real Madrid for so long, bro. Because he gets shit done. He does the things that you don't want to like, and you don't want to see.
Just to go on your point, Saeed, 100%, I agree with you, because he'll be sacking anyone and all if it means they're going to win the next year. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what Manchester United are failing to do. We're forgetting where we come from. We've been winning trophy after trophy. Premier League trophy, not even just trophy, Premier League trophy after trophy. Now all of a sudden we've gone in a bad form, and people are just lapping up the fact that we've got under 30%, 30, man, not 50, 30. Do you get what I'm saying? They just lap it up with regardless of what's going on. I agree with you. Our standards are falling.
Yeah, even Arsenal to a degree have done a little bit more than United. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Like, I hear it, like, in terms of, you know, like they've done it. They've done a fair bit with their owners, and now the owners are now doing stuff. Okay, cool. They've not done it to a degree where Arteta really and truly there needs to be a time where he needs to now win something in it. But ultimately, they've been called out. I just look at it right now and I'm like, Man United this season, what is the aim for them? Is it get European football? Is it to get Champions League? Is it to get finished top 10? And if so, yeah, are you happy by that? And if you're not happy, what next?
You know what I hate about this situation, man, is that we're going to be waiting ages for our next update.
I hear it.
But why though, cuz? Why is that the problem? You got
Hey,
man
no,
in
because
there. Hold on.
go on.
Cuz you got man that've come in here to do this job, to communicate with fans, to get things over the line when things are not going wrong. It's not the Glazers no more, it's the Ineos. So it's like, bro,
I'm not even talking about them.
Shouldn't these things be to a point where, like, if something's going wrong, it needs to be dealt with? Do you get what I'm saying? We're under
but I don't want to. I'm in a mood where it's like, is this right or is this correct or is it false news or whatever? It's not. It looks like it's correct, but it's like, when is the next update? That's all I'm going off of. I want to know when the next UAE.
It could be tomorrow morning. We're waiting for the David Ornstein bomber.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Bloomsburg or Independent. I'm waiting for someone just to be
Who was the one that dropped the Qatar news first? Was it Ben Jacobs or was it David Ornstein?
No, I think it was Mike Keegan, isn't it?
Yeah, Keegan.
Who dropped the 3 years news? Who dropped the 3 years news?
3 years.
I can't
remember.
That
was an Irish news. Yeah.
That was an interview.
Yeah. I just, all I know is just, to be fair, TalkSport got it quite correct.
This don't listen to Simon Stone, bro. Don't listen to Simon Stone.
But TalkSport got the UAE stuff first out there.
Yeah, they did.
So now
to be fair, Ben Jacobs got links.
Yeah. He's got, but I just want to know, when is the next update? Please just let it be rubbished, or let us know there's a bit of hope, thinking like, oh wait, hold on, I'm about to go to the New Trafford in a Khamis or something. You know what I'm saying,
bro? This is what I'm saying, bro, man. You know what it is, bro? Like, can United fans have anything nice?
So a buyer must make an announcement within 28 days. But if it's advanced by this Turkey guy, if they said it's advanced, then they said it's 28 days to announce it. So I'm expecting an announcement by next international break then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, basically.
So I want to go off that. If not, I'm going to say this is frauded, because apparently, I swear you have to legally.
He did say advanced negotiation, didn't he?
But if it's a public, because we're on a public whatever, a public trading whatever, you have to announce yourself, don't you? You can't just be in the, because it's for
Look, also here.
I don't know.
Look what he says here, though. This is why you got to read everything right. He says here, the best news I heard today is that Manchester United is now at an advanced stage of completing a deal to sell to a new investor.
And what does that mean? What does investor mean? Does it mean for the full of sell, or is it just for
that's what I'm saying. What does it mean? Yeah, that's one thing we haven't really.
Who's this brother, though? Who is this brother?
Remember, this is through translation, isn't it? By the way, we don't know what it actually. If someone can read Arabic, amazing. Please, like.
Who is this? Is he tier 1? Is he tier 1? Is he tier 1?
Bro, he's the sports minister for Saudi Arabia, bro. You know the guy.
Shells, you know the boxing that's been put on in the Riyadh season, the WWE, and he's the guy. You know, the guy who's always pictured. You know, whenever the sport is happening, he's the guy in the ring. Do you know what I mean? He's the guy handing over the belts. He's the main guy who sets it all up. Do you know what I mean? So, and he's a Man United fan. He's been a United fan, you know, pretty much all his life. And yeah, it's one of those where there's no reason for him to talk this nonsense. He clearly, you know, deals and lives in these circles, and he's heard something, and he's got a little bit excited and tweeted about it. Do you know what I mean? But the fact remains that if this is a multi-billion-dollar deal, it can't just turn around and end in a moment. He's heard something there, so it's definitely in the off. It's definitely happening, because otherwise he wouldn't be even close to mentioning it. Nobody would be mentioning it to him. What Kaz was saying a little bit earlier, the interesting thing is we need to now hear it from the New York Stock Exchange, because
that's the one I was going to say. Thank you. I thought I forgot about something. The New York Stock Exchange has to now basically something has to.
Yeah, they have to mention it, because otherwise it leads to insider trading, because people can buy shares now, or it artificially pumps up the price. Like this could artificially pump up the price of the shares. Do you know what I mean? So it something has to be announced.
Well, it hasn't been denied. Well, it hasn't been denied, has it?
No, it's not. That's exactly that.
It's not been denied. Like, otherwise, it would have come out and says there's nothing going on with this. This is all rubbish and blah 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 blah. No.
Yeah, 100%.
100%, bro. And then obviously, this is obviously, then he kind of like was backtracking a little bit, but then I don't think he was backtracking. He goes, yesterday's post about my United potential sale meant one thing: the club is in an advance. So he did reiterate.
So he's doubled down.
He reiterated what he said. He didn't backtrack. He reiterated his stance. The club is in an advanced negotiation phase with a new investor. Just to clarify, I'm not the investor, nor are they from my nation. So they're not from Saudi Arabia. I'm posting this as a fan who wishes the deal to happen. though it might not necessarily happen. That right there, it's one of them where he has to put that in there because at the end of the day, there's
Anything can happen, bro. It could get rejected and that's it.
He get rejected or you know what I mean. So he wants to let you know both outcomes in it. But it's
just put the money up. Just put the money up, man. Give Jim Ratcliffe his investment back and give the Glazers what they need and just get it done with, man. What did they want before? 6.5 billion. Now there's a new training ground and more players in the squad, whatever, blah blah. I don't know. Just
what did they reject? By the way, yeah. What did the Glazers reject from
5.5, 5.6?
Let me check the Jim Ratcliffe. Let me check Jassim's final offer because I really want to know.
Was it not 5.6 or 6.2, something like that? And they couldn't prove the funds.
I don't think it was ever that big, though, was it?
Bid was worth 3.5 billion.
Yeah, 3.8 billion, I thought, was it?
Oh, was it?
I want to know the breakdown. Was there a breakdown of the deal? Like, has anyone got like a breakdown of what it was? I'm sure
there was a full buyout.
Hey?
Well, that was a full buyout, the 3.8 billion. That was the full buyout. They wanted 5 and they never got the offer of 5.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, this investment or this consortium, because the consortium ain't going to come and just for some investment, by the way. That's a team. Get your foot in the door and a fat part of in the door. That's the way I look at it. Just pay, please, just pay the money, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see 100%. In 28 days then. All right, cool. We'll see in 28 days if this is bollocks or it's actually correct. Cool. That's the way I look at it. That's done. 100%. So what's the date today?
It was 5.2 billion. With 800,000 of pledged investments on top as well. That was another one as well. So he was on it, bro. You get me? He was on it. You get me? Like he was there. He was ready. So this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like it's mad to think, bro. But now, like I said to you, in 2 years we've gone from where was we? I think we finished third that season, isn't it? 2023.
Yeah.
We just had finished third.
And we finished 8th.
And then we finished 8th, remember? And then we finished 15th. So at that time, the Glazers were like, oh, well, really and truly, we're finishing third. We're in the Champions League. We don't really need to sell right now. But now, in them 2 years, bro, it's been a bad 2 years, bro. You get
me? Would you take doing 15th again if it meant he's not going? Because I would.
Are you mad?
100%.
Clarify me. Who's going?
The ownership.
Glazers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're getting new owners.
Well, mainly we need both. But if both,
it has to be both. It has to be both. I'm not taking 15th for Ineos to stay. No way. It has to be 15th and Glazers and Ineos go. I'll take that.
Cool. Why does Ineos go though, Saeed? Why does Ineos go?
What do you mean? Why they go? Because they can't really invest into the football club. They
don't spend 100 million on our strike force alone.
Yeah, but you got to remember that's half of it is come on, man. We're paying in installments. Like there's a we're not really paying.
Yeah, but every big club plays in installments. Even Real Madrid. I'm just asking you,
No, 100%. I get you, but then the main kind of one of the main reasons why they wanted to come into Man United was, yeah, cool. They bought a new training ground. Was 50 million they spent. By the way, this was something that they had to do. By the way, because of the whole pledge for their bid. It's not necessarily something that they've just done now.
He injected like a 200 million or 300 million or whatever the hell it was.
300 million,
they had to do that for PSR as well. They had to do that for PSR.
It doesn't mean necessarily he did it out of his own back and he wanted to do it because he loves Man United. It was a necessity. So end of the day, he doesn't have plans for the new stadium, even though he's saying he has plans for the new stadium. Like, bro, like he never talked about the debt. He's never really wanted to. Does he have a plan to buy the whole club outright? He doesn't, bro. Let's be honest. So really and truly, like there could be a thing of saying, you know what, man, I tried, and you know what, I'm out. Basically, you feel me? Like I could be out.
He did say if he starts getting abused, like the way the Glazers do, you'd be willing to sell. I don't know. Maybe he's at an end where he's getting a lot of stick, and this is costing him a lot of money. It's probably not worth his health. It could be one of them. Man's like 77 years of age.
Yeah, he don't want to be turning up in Manchester anymore as well. He's living in Monaco. I mean, he's traveling around the world. Turning up at Old Trafford, rainy nights and all that. I just don't feel like it's in him anymore. I think the idea of it, the romance of it.
Nice. Can we talk about Nice, by the way? Nice.
He's been trying to sell it for ages.
Bro, what a Nice. Nice, where are they in the league?
They're doing all right.
12th. They're 12th, bro. Look where they are in the league. They're 12th in the league, minus 3 goal difference, 8 points. Then you go to the Swiss
sounds
league.
very familiar, my bro. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
Then you go
Look
to
at the other team as well, the Swiss team, Lucerne. Do you know what I mean?
Lucerne,
They're like relegation as well.
They're 10th, bro. They're 10th, man. They could get relegated. All of them teams get relegated from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. All of them part of the relegation. So they could get relegated out of the Swiss Super League. None of his teams are doing well. So we are looking at a guy who's failing across all fronts, bro. But you expect him to change Man United, bro. Why? What gives you that hope?
It's not very nice.
What gives you that faith? No, real talk, bro. When you actually look at it, what gives you that faith?
No time will tell on that.
You know what I mean, broski? There is nothing.
You told me 28 days. I'm happy enough. 28 days.
28 days. What do you mean 28 days?
28 days until they have to announce some sort of thing on the. If not, it's bullshit. If not, I'm getting giddy.
It takes a while. It takes a while though. What we've got to bear in mind is how long did it take Newcastle, the Saudis, to buy Newcastle? It took them almost 18 months, nearly 2 years.
Not the buying process. I just want someone to announce themselves.
The announcement.
I just want an announcement. I just need an announcement so I can get giddy again. All right, that's it. That's all I need. I'm 28 days from now, end of the month plus a week. Yeah, in next international break, I am getting it, bro. I'm gonna wait for this announcement. I'm either gonna get depressed or I'm gonna get giddy again, and I'm gonna be back on these streams, and we're gonna be running up the tunes, whichever one. Don't mind it.
But it says so far. Listen, I do have to stress. It says, but so far there's been no contact with Man United's majority owners, and the picture is very different to the one painted by Al Sheikh in a post to his 7.2 million followers late on Wednesday night.
No one knows.
Yeah, because of course. If someone's asking the Glazers, right, are you selling the club? Oh, we're not close. No, we don't know what we're talking about. Whereas actually in the meeting themselves, they're discussing it. They're there trying to work over the details and trying to figure out where they're at. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to release any information or any kind of idea that they're selling the club. What we've known for a long time is the Glazers are willing to sell the football club. They're willing and happy to sell that football club. But right now, also, they're not going to release.
Sorry to cut you off there. The clause, he's fucked. Jim Ratcliffe is absolutely done out here, guys. This clause that we're talking about here, let me bring up that clause again. Who's telling me, by the way?
For the views.
Yeah. Let me show you this clause. Where was that clause again? Can anyone bring that up, by the way? On the Kaz, have you got that thingy? Or Real Zlatan, please can you put that link in again, bro? Like he's got a clause where he's gone past that stage of basically Charles buying Man United. So now he doesn't have first refusal anymore.
Oh yeah, since August this August he ain't got no rights. So someone to buy Man United. Look, don't get wrong, he can go and buy United if he wanted to. Of course, he can.
Of course, but he hasn't shown that, has he?
Like the Glazers say,
has he shown no ability or funds to show that he can go buy the Man United outright. The whole reason why we're in still got the Glazers are still here. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's not shown that wherever he can supposedly can do it. Listen, man. Talk is a lot of words. It's a lot. Show me action. I'm done with the talking thing. Especially when it comes to Man United. You know what I'm saying, if you can't provide that, you're gonna go buy the club outright. Then maybe you need another person to do it. When you're talking about 3 years,
If it's a UAE consortium, brother, respectfully, the bread is there. Respectfully, the bread is there, isn't it?
Yeah, he's cooked, man. He's cooked. Like I said to you, man. This is why he's in trouble here. Look, you see it, man. Like.
At the bottom, after August 2025, the Glazers regained full strategic control.
Yeah, this is verified. This is part of the Mike Keegan posted this, I think, on his.
Say nine.
Yeah, this is in the contract.
Yeah. Like I said to you, the Glazers regain full strategic control. Ratcliffe becomes vulnerable and to being dragged out if a full sale is triggered, bro.
Yeah, so if they want to sell out, they can sell out. Simple.
Yeah.
I'm with his shares, and they'll be like, you get your money back, and that's that. Nothing more, nothing less. We're getting to be fair, to get these lot out, they said they want in excess of 5 billion. So I'm going to guess 6 billion is going to, again, the same price they were kind of asking for before. They all get $1 billion each, or something like that, or something close to that. And then Ratcliffe gets his bread back. I don't know how much Ratcliffe even put in, to be fair. How much what was his stake cost?
1.2 billion.
1.2 billion, yeah. So
there we go. 6 billion. So 6 billion is going back. 6
Brother,
billion.
Listen, he always said, the guy's son, I'm not even lying to you guys, every time I speak to Sheikh Jassim's son, he always says, we still want to buy Man United. Still. So every because I wanted to interview him in a minute or just have a chat with him, and he said I can't really talk because it will mess up the deal and it will mess up the whole kind of planning it. You feel me? So they always are still involved. So Qatar might come back. They might do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they still have a ventured interest in Man United, bro. You know what I mean? And now, like I said to you, bro, the only problem is though is like would they want to go through this whole process again, man? Because the way they got dealt with. The way they got dealt with, bro, it was nasty, bro. When you actually deep it, man, it got nasty, bro.
I hear Sam.
Why have you got a panda in your thingy behind you? Is that a panda?
Who?
All right.
Behind you, bro.
Just cast to the right of you, the panda
right.
there.
Why have you got a panda there?
Oh, that's man. That's put it there because of that man.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Show us Cantona, man. Are you mad? I was gonna say,
but
I don't know why that was thinking, man. But yeah,
that was just triggering you all stream. You know what I mean? Just thinking.
Why is there a panda behind you, bro?
We got a mad hater that's doing up caps in the chat. Yeah, Hassan, put the hater fries in the bag, man. He's like, it's not true. Like,
bro, I'm not saying it's true though. This is what people don't realize. You can say it's not true. I actually don't. Right now, I'm not trying to make it true. I'm just trying to say,
don't lie. You've got optimism inside you. Like there's but
I'm not projecting. I'm not projecting anymore because, bro, me and Ash were here. You were here as well, man.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I know.
Night streams, bro. We were getting gassed and that, man.
Saeed, guess what though, man? I'm ready to be hurt again. That's the biggest difference. I'm ready to be hurt again.
Bro, don't get me wrong. That's just copium because we've been hurt for so long. Do you get it? So we're used to it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm ready. With Man United, it's like, bro, I'm ready to be hurt because I know I can't celebrate because I just know what Man United are.
Within 28 days.
Saeed messaged me yesterday talking about 3 years. There you go. I'm hurt already. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I was depressed yesterday.
I'm done with like optimism. It sounds bad, but I'm done with it because if I do, then I'll go to a place where I'm deluded. I get hurt. Do you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not hurt because I know what I expect from Manchester United. Right now, we're not a serious club. We're the biggest club, so-called in Manchester United, but we're expecting a manager who's got under 30% win rate to stay here. So why should I be optimistic? Why should I be optimistic? Why? You tell me.
No, it's true. It's true. Being honest, the goal is to turn another profit. It could be as well. Yeah, it could be. Adewale says here, what you guys miss is that Sir Jim was ready to buy Chelsea, and to buy Chelsea, he knew he was going to have to invest 2 billion. But now he's bought United. He only invested 300 million. Why is no one asking him about this?
Is this true? Is this true? He's only invested 300 million. Is that true?
Yeah. When you look at it, what 200 million? Obviously, that 50 million from the training ground. Yeah, that's about right, bro. That's about right. You feel me?
He shouldn't need to invest anymore because man's not the whole he's not a majority shareholder. Do you know what I mean? It's not his job.
No, but the thing is, but you say that, but then you was the one that was willing to be in the firing line. No one's going to talk about Joe Glazer when you've got Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox, you had Vivel, you had Bear Man involved, bro. So no one's going to really say Glazers because, bro, they weren't the guys. Let's be honest. So you put yourself over.
Man. That David Ornstein tweet's going to hit like crack.
Brother, he's going to tweet it like 7 a.m., bro, and I'm going to be flipping fast asleep, bro. You know what I mean, bro?
It don't matter. That means you're going to wake up with a smile on your face like you just had a 10 out of 10 tell you good morning. Do you know what I mean?
Drummer, that would be crazy, man. Drummer, you know what I'm saying? And Manny, who's from the UAE, big up to you, man. He says there's a drag-along clause in the official SCE filings. And Glazers can force 100% sale after 18 months. Jim is guaranteed $33 per share at the very least. This is from the official SEC filing, not Twitter.
Which we also brought up.
But that's what I'm saying. It makes sense for Jim Ratcliffe as well to go and do his own thing, bro. You know what I mean? And see you later. But that's what I'm saying. The biggest red flag was that the fact that I remember, bro, the guy bidded for Chelsea, man. And you know what he did, bro? This Jim Ratcliffe, bro. He bidded too early.
No, too late.
Oh, sorry. Too late. He bidded too late, and it wasn't even the correct amount, man. This guy's a crook, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he said the same thing here. He said about Chelsea. He said about United, bro. I'm going to put Chelsea on the map, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, I swear down, bro. If someone can get me what he said here about Chelsea and compare it to the letter he wrote to Man United, bro, they're literally the same, bro. I swear down. He just put a few words different to the one that's Man United. I'm telling you, bro. It's mad. 20%, 27% of 2 billion is 540 million, where the rest of the 240 million he owes us. That free ballers right there. Yeah, I hear you. You get me? Adiwali, I hear you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man. UAE is taking a City United proper serious, isn't it?
Yeah, ChatGPT letter, man. So say that again. UAE, bro, listen.
They're
like
taking a City because they own City. I mean, like I'm just saying, they're taking
bro,
City
they own
United.
half of the UK, bro. Let's be honest, bro. They own half of the UK.
I think Qatar do. I think
Qatar do, yeah. Qatar do, but I'm saying
Qatar own that half of London.
Yeah, bro. Let's be honest, man. Let's not go on like, you know what I mean? There's not investment everywhere, bro. From the Middle East. Let's not be naive
I'm
to
not
that.
gonna lie, man. I need another update. This is crack to me. This is crack.
No, listen, man,
I need
steady, bro. You don't want a lot of information as well, bro.
I need that Snow White right now, man. Give me another one. I need another one.
Brother.
Snow White.
The thing is, though, you might fall into a bad situation. You rather just let it marinate. I'm ready to let it marinate and it be the right thing. Do a madness, and then all of a sudden, now isn't it true, Ash? Though you'd rather let it marinate to be right than get.
I'm with Kaz. Yeah? I'm with Kaz. I'm all in, me. I'm with Kaz. I'm all in. This guy's got 7 million followers. I'm hooked up, me. I'm strapped in. Everything. Do you know what I mean? I'm there.
Brother,
give me that.
You know what you might want? Yeah, you might want that European dopamine we had last year when we were losing games.
Wait, hold on, Saeed. When you talk about dopamine, what dopamine have Ineos give us, Nos? Go on, talk to me.
Not really, right? They obviously it depends on the transfer and how you interpret it. Like people look at it and think, yo, we bought Cunha, we bought Mbumo.
Saeed, any owner, we forget that we're Man United sometimes. Any owner should be bringing these type of players anyway. We're Manchester United, bro. We're not no small club in this thing, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't want to wait 3 years. I'm sorry.
Saeed, man, stop acting like a teacher, man. You know you want to do that and then start doing that.
Bro.
Patience, man.
You know what it is, bro. I don't want it to be a case of you see the Simpsons, yeah. You know the grandpa.
Days are over, my bro.
No. What I'm saying to you is, I don't want to be to Simpsons, where the grandpa comes in the house and he walks in and spins. Yeah, bro, I don't want it, bro. That's why I want it just to marinate.
Saeed, what you got? Listen, what you've got to ask yourself, what motivation does Turk Al Sheikh have in putting out this tweet?
I know.
What is he's got 7 million followers there. He doesn't need clout. Do you know what I mean? He's the head of the Saudi sports government. Do you know what I mean? He runs the WWE, the UFC, the biggest boxing. Do you know what I mean? He runs it. He's a nice guy as well. There was a guy at the boxing, who got called up last minute and for one of the undercard fights, put in a incredible show, and then he's funded the rest of his life. Do you know what I mean? He was like, listen, you don't have to work your second job anymore. I'm going to pay for you now to go pro full-time boxing. That he's a good guy. You know you can trust this man. Do you know what I mean? This guy's come out and said the deal's happening. There's a deal happening in the off right now. What more do you want?
You know what it is, bro? I agree.
He's also said that this is not 100% happening. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, because you can't say it is because it's not a guarantee because they could reject the price or something can go wrong. Someone could die, or God forbid. You know what I mean? Something can just happen. You know what I mean? So you never know.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is here? Let me tell you something. I believe him more than I don't believe him. But is there something that I'm trying to protect myself from? Is that getting too excited, bro? Like for me, bro, I've been burned. You see that? Wallahi, I'm not lying to you guys, bro. That Sheikh Jassim one not happening.
No, man.
Saeed, bro. Look how much he burnt us, man.
I know,
that was a creme de la creme. That was the guy that was
our first rodeo. But that was our first rodeo with all of this. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, you learn from that.
It was the biggest one, bro. It was the biggest one.
It's not acting like you've had a few ukti dates and something like that, and then before you know it, they kind of just ran away, and you don't want to go through that again. It's boring.
No, it's not about that. Trust me, it's not about that.
It's long. I hear it.
Because you know what it is,
I hear it. You don't want to go through that getting to know phase again, but I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. Like I'm here for it. I need. You know what? Tomorrow I'll need that David Ornstein tweet. You know what I mean?
I hear you. No, bro. I hear you. Like, I just think for me, right now, it's a lot of hearsay. You get it, guys? There's a lot of hearsay evidence. You feel me? There's not enough, like, credibility involved. Even though the guy is reliable, don't get me wrong here. Right now, Ash, you would argue it's hearsay. I heard he said it's going to happen. I heard this. I heard that. You get me, like, bro? Like, don't get me wrong. He's got credibility because he's seen the boxing, but it's still. I heard this. Whereas,
okay, but who would be hearing it? Would David Ornstein be hearing it, or would a British journalist be hearing it, or would
David
be the man?
Would know, you know, like David Ornstein's gonna know at the last minute. Brother, David Ornstein gave Indy Callier credibility, bro. Indy Callier gave David Ornstein the drop. Why are we going on like we have to wait for David Ornstein? Brother, Indy Callier said, yo, no, hold on a minute. Indy Callier said to David Ornstein, I got the drop for you. Here's the location, but I'm gonna need you to give me a shout out, bro. I swear down, bro.
I still got PTSD from the Belabor thing, you know. I swear down.
Nah, bro, man.
We signed him. I swear down. When I put the David Ornstein coastal, I was like, yeah, we've got him. Bro, we ain't got him. I still see Bruno in my midfield every single
I'm with
week.
Ash on this. I'm with Ash on this. You know what's mad? Look, man, you lot can go on that. You're already on that side anyways, clearly. But me and Ash
I'm not on that side. I'm just saying to you.
What side am I on? Hold on. I'm just saying I'm going for reports, bro.
I think you're with the Saeed, like trying to be the responsible adult kind of part. I'm ready for the Snow White right now.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. So you think it's happening? No, hold on a minute. I want to put you on the spot.
Overdose, bro. I don't care.
No, but the thing is, though, let me say to it. But the thing is, but are you saying it's gonna happen? Then you have to come out. Then
I don't know. Look, I've got nothing. When I watch United, yeah, it's crap. Yeah, I'm just hoping for a win. So what else have I got to lose right now? I might as well
because you're Giddy FC. You're Giddy FC.
I'm gonna say is, yeah, you know Sam from Gen V, yeah. You know everyone watches that show. Sam when he goes into his mode and he sees all the cartoons and all that kind of. I'm him right now. That's me. Yeah, that's all I want to be. Just let me be in my bubble. Except I don't want to get violent, obviously, because that's what he does. But that's what I want to be.
Because Ineos hasn't shown us that they can prove that. Do you know what I'm saying? They ain't shown us that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm waiting. That's what I said. I'm ready for the Snow White.
You know what?
Wait. Hold on. How many dwarves are there in Snow White? No, is it Snow White? Is there 7 dwarves? Is that
7? Yeah,
7 dwarves. Like what? Like UAE with the 7 counties? Yeah. It's all adding up, lads.
Bro, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I don't know, bro. Get me? All I'm saying.
Oh, the 7 dwarves. I'm just saying there's 7 counties.
Yeah, brother, you don't need to do no meltdowns, man. There's no meltdowns, man. Relax. You know what I mean?
Saeed, let me tell you, I think it's been happening. I think this has been a play for a long time. Do you know what I mean? I think this.
Sources, bro?
Listen. My sources, yeah. Don't worry about it. I got full Heinz and everything. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about this. But listen, let me tell you. Listen, I'm telling you, yeah. Ineos, where is their Middle East headquarters?
Go on then. I don't know.
It's in Qatar. It's in Qatar. What's he doing with a building owned by Sheikh Jassim? Do you know what I mean? What's he doing bouncing around those regions? What's he been doing? Listen, he's wiped the club clean. He's a clean slate there. He's sacked half of the staff. He's sacked Sir Alex Ferguson. He's rebuilt. He's wiped out all the season ticket holders, the pricing. He's done new stadium, all that. Now, if that was the Qataris or that was UAE doing it from the off, there'd be riots at Old Trafford. Do you know what I mean? But because it's a gym, because it's English, wealthy, super rich magnate. Do you know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay that he's done it. He's cleared the way. But now who's he cleared the way for? He's rolled out the red carpet. He's rolled out the red carpet for the UAE, for the big investors, and this is the moment now. Now we're going to start to see where they're going to come in, and we've already had leaks from one of the most legitimate guys out there. I'm just saying this is on. This is happening.
Yeah, tell him again, Ash. Tell him again.
I didn't know that Twitter space. I can't lie.
Apparently Ash was in it.
Bro, I don't know.
Like people with all their maths out here shows, man. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. So there we are, man. Sheikh, you know what? Time to change my name to Sheikh Kassim again, bro. Let's get this shit going, man.
You know what it is? Like I said to you, I think it comes down to understanding that Glazers here are ready to stab man's back, bro. I'm telling you now. Yeah, we need that dagger, bro. We need that, bro. We need him to do a heel turn, bro. You see Shawn Michaels and that, bro. We needed to do that one on was it Ric Flair? You know what I mean? And say I'm sorry. We need that heel turn, bro. We need him, man. They need to do it. Like, and then it's a case of right, see you later, bye-bye, get your money. You know what I mean? And it's over. What? 20 years? Is it 20 years since when did they officially buy the football club? Ash, was it something 2005, isn't it?
Yeah, 2005. Yeah,
2005,
2006. Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? So you know what I'm saying to you? So it'll be one of them ones where it's like, yo, it's been 20 years now. See you later, bro. You get me? Yeah, sorry, it was John Cena. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. John Cena, bro. Like, do that, bro. And then you can move on. But like I said, the time frame, you said 28 days. Or maybe, you know what it is, man, guys? It's a bit of international gossip, bro. I don't know. You get me? Maybe it's just to keep us entertained. Because that's what happened last time. Remember, international breaks.
I'm not buying the 3 years, man. I swear to you. If this carries on for 3 years and man's not sacked.
The more I look at it, I can't lie to you, yeah. The more I watch the interview, yeah. I watch it on YouTube. You see quotes here and interviews when you watch them directly from a person's mouth. They're so different. Guys, I urge you to watch the interview. He didn't sound convinced at all, you know.
It was forced into that, weren't it?
It was forced, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Maybe I got mad at the quotes here because when I watched the interview, I think we'll give it 3 years. I think we'll do it. I said, brother, like the guy asked him again, are you sure? Give me a direct answer. And he didn't look convinced, bro. You get me? He looked like he was just making shit up. This is what I'm saying. Mandem could do this on interviews. I can be the best person on interviews. But when it comes to the job, bro, you ain't got a clue, man. You can be the best talker, bro. Jim Ratcliffe's a good talker. He's good at able to say, you know what? Blah, blah, blah. And then boom, all of a sudden we're spending money. We're broke. We're this, we're that. So I ain't gonna lie. When I look at it, like the interview, it didn't match up. So if he says 3 years, but then he said something also that Ruben Amorim has to demonstrate he's a good coach. So what are you trying to say then? You get me? What are you trying to say then?
Yeah, if he demonstrates he's a bad coach, he's getting sacked.
Yeah, so if he demonstrates he's a bad coach, he's getting sacked. You know what I mean, bro?
I mean, he's been demonstrating he's a bad coach, no?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, this is clip. Let me play the clip.
Bro, it is what it
you
is,
tell me if this sounds convincing or not, guys. Like, you tell me.
We have to be patient. And, you know, we have a long-term plan. It isn't a light switch. And, you know, you can't run a club like Manchester United on knee-jerk reactions to some journalist who goes off on one, you know, every week. Sorry.
So Amorim gets at least the rest of the season then.
Amorim, he's a good guy. Yeah, I mean,
he didn't want to answer
that.
He didn't say yes straight away.
Can I just say something? The first thing he said about Amorim is he's a good guy. I don't care if he's a good guy.
He said about Ten Hag as well.
I really don't care. Yeah. Ten Hag was a good guy. Can he get me results? Can he get me back at Manchester United competing again? That's what I'm asking. I don't care if he's a good guy. I don't care if he's honest. I don't care if he's the nicest guy in the world. I do not give a fuck. Can you get me results? Can you get me Manchester United competing again? That's the questions we need to answer. Don't talk about good guy to me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's good guys everywhere in this world. Good guys finish last, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And right now, Amorim is finishing. Where is he? Where is he in the team?
Yeah, man. I don't know, but he started like
he was if a good guy finishes 15th, I don't want a good guy. I want a bad guy.
Let me play this again.
We have to be patient. And, you know, we have a long-term plan. It isn't a light switch. And, you know, you can't run a club like Manchester United on knee-jerk reactions to some journalist who goes off on one, you know, every week. Sorry.
So Amorim gets at least the rest of the season then?
Amorim, he's a good guy. Yeah, I mean,
that's not the same thing. He's a good guy. It's not the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Ruben, he needs to demonstrate that he's a great coach over 3 years.
So you give him 3 years?
Yeah, that's where I would be. Yeah, 3 years, because football's not overnight.
No, and as you say, the Alex Ferguson example is exactly that, isn't it?
And you look at Arteta at Arsenal. You know, he had a miserable time for the first couple of years.
He didn't really say the Alex Ferguson thing. This is all bollocks. This is what I'm...
Why are we talking about Alex Ferguson? No, like what are we talking about? That was 40 years ago. That was 40 years ago. We didn't even have the internet back then. Do you know what I mean? Like, what we're doing? Like, the world was a completely different place.
By the way, I felt like he was cornered there and he had to say that. That's how it felt.
Yeah, but you know what, man? Sir Alex Ferguson was an anomaly. Do you get what I'm saying? Modern managers are not what Sir Alex Ferguson was. Like, we got to stop this Sir Alex Ferguson revisionism. Like, not everyone is Sir Alex Ferguson. What has Amorim shown to do any on level of Sir Alex Ferguson? Please tell me.
Yeah, his body language was completely left. I admit, his body language was completely. I felt like he had to say that because if he didn't, if he said something negative in terms of that Amram's basically under pressure, you already know what the media would have done with that already. So yeah, I felt like he had to say that.
Also, he's got to do that as an owner. He's got to back the manager because if the players are watching and listening to it as well, and if the players hear, "Oh, the manager's fully backing the manager," then we've got to get behind him. Whereas if the owner's going, "Well, I'm not too sure. Well, he's close to getting sacked," then the players can easily down tools. Do you know what I mean? So he's got to do that for the benefit of the club. So it's something that is to be expected.
Yep, 100%, bro. And listen, like I said to you, bro, like when you look at it, yeah, like if 3 years is not even like. If United, again, like I said to you, have a bad run of results, bro, there will be pressure. You feel me? He doesn't want to be kind of almost forced upon by the media. And I hear it. Like, I don't want to be hearing the media dictate and pressure me into decision. That's why he's got a bit of a hump maybe with the media. Because he probably listens to it. The Glazers won't listen to it, but he definitely will be listening and tuning in to what the media's got to say, bro. He will do, because that's what he would. You know, he wants to know what people think of him, man. You know what I'm saying to you guys? So, but this whole idea of comparisons, bro, it's absolutely bollocks. And you know what the mad thing is? People are actually listening to him. These United fans, I swear down, bro. They make me sick, bro, man. They're actually comparing themselves to Arteta, bro. Like, real talk, yeah. Arteta, cool. He's got Arsenal from where they were into a position of real credibility now. They're in a title race here. But don't compare yourself to a guy that's won one FA Cup, bro. Yeah, cool. They're on this good journey and they're competing, but it's still not the standard. It's not the where United should be, bro.
Would you agree that Arteta showed more than Amrin than he didn't?
And exactly as well.
It's you know what I mean, bro? Like people say Arteta is the benchmark, but Amrin hasn't showed what Arteta has shown in the period of time.
Bro, it's disrespectful to Arteta.
How can you compare Amrin to Arteta and Sir Alex Ferguson, but he hasn't shown what these men can do? Do you get what I'm saying? If Amrin gets us competing again, bro, I'll bite your hands off. But he hasn't shown that. So why are we comparing Amrin to Arteta? Stop comparing Amrin was showing style to Arteta and Sir Alex Ferguson. Compare him to what he's doing right now.
What if he goes? Let me ask you a question though. Wait, I know he owes this to us, and I don't want to. What if he ends up going beating Liverpool at Anfield, then goes and beats Brighton, and somehow we got 3 in the bounce?
If Amrin beats Liverpool at Anfield, then I'm all in. I'm all in.
But the thing is, I don't feel like. Remember, we're not better fans than one another. Who gives a shit if we're out? We're still, bro. Go prove it to us.
It don't matter, though. Bro. Hold on. This idea, that people can dictate, what will happen and what should happen, and you stay on that side, brother. This guy should have been sacked full stop, bro. Right. So he's surviving, innit? You get me? So
wait. You should sack this. What you mean?
Nobody flip-flopping.
Ain't you a Manchester saying that question Marcel and Ty about their decisions about if they're in or out and stuff like that? What we on about dictating? You're the biggest fan.
Who are you talking about?
We have conversations about Mandem that in or out, right? No,
what I'm saying to you is when people say, "Oh, I told you so," the manager would turn it around. That's what I don't get. When the trajectory, but this is, of course he can. He's still the manager of Man United, bro. He has the opportunity to turn it around every week. Every week he can turn it around. Nobody's denying that. What I'm trying to say to you is that you can't come in here and start saying that I told you so. When reality is,
fuck all that. That's what I'm trying to say. Fair enough. Everything's justified. Whatever we said in the pot, it's justified though at that moment of time. Of course it is. But I'm saying if he goes, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna have to because we're Man United fans. I will never say Liverpool beat him. I don't give a shit. But I'm just saying if he goes and beats Liverpool and it looks good, and then somehow smashes Brighton, which is, bro, trust me, I don't believe in it for a second, because we can't even get double wins, But if he does do that, it's like,
and then you'll give credit accordingly, 100%.
Exactly.
If Amrin can go to Anfield and beat Scott, he will be giving credit. Like that's how it works.
Saeed, people act like just because we have an opinion of the manager, it means like we hate him. We don't hate Amrin. If he starts winning and he starts doing a mad thing, we're gonna support him. We're just
but there's a lot of ifs, man. This is what I'm trying to say.
We don't have an agenda against Amrin. If Amrin starts winning,
exactly.
Ash, Kaz, we're all going to be gassed here. Do you get what I'm saying? We're supporters of Man United. We just want the best for our club.
I I'm gonna be honest. Even though this does win, he gets that little bit of time, I suppose. But my thing is like, I think for me, he's on pay as you go contract. It's like you keep getting us wins.
That's it, yeah.
You owe us a seat, bro. You owe us a.
No, he needs sacking. It doesn't matter if he wins against Brighton and Liverpool. He still needs sacking. Do you know what I mean? We've seen where he's been at. We've been expecting turnarounds for what 10 months now. The guy plays 2 in the midfield in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Like, what we're doing here. Do you know what I mean? He's taking out. He's putting Harry Maguire up top. He's playing long ball football. We're beating Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? Like, what we're doing here? The only teams that we're beating are either been promoted, relegated, or had 10 men. Those are the only teams we're beating. Like, this guy's got to go. He talks a nice game. Do you know what I mean? He looks kind of nice. Do you know what I mean? But listen, on the football field, sat at Old Trafford, seeing United play a 5 at the back. Because let's not talk about 3 at the back, because it's not 3 at the back, it's 5 at the back. That's what it is, we're being honest. Because when do we ever see the wingers going bombing forward? We never see them wing backs going bombing forward.
I'm not gonna lie though, Ash. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I would say on the weekend we played 4-4-2 the whole game pretty much. One thing I would say we played 4-4-2.
Yeah, against a team that was sitting back. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we manoeuvred a little bit, but do you know what I mean? But still, how many chances did we create? Put it this way: how many saves do you remember their goalkeeper making?
No. It is good. The Sunderland brother was doing a lot. Yeah,
you know what it is, yeah. When Shells has been to a game, yeah, when he starts talking like this, isn't it?
No, but you know what it is? Because I did say
on my match talking to them fan Shells. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you, they get to you, mate. All this loyalty, you start singing "What United Road, take me home," and then all of a sudden you're like, "Yeah, I'm a let's go."
Let me land. I said we created loads of chances, but I said in my match reaction it was a shocking performance because I was there at Old Trafford thinking, bro, why do we have only 50-50 possession against Sunderland? For the majority part, they was in control of the game and they created chances. Do you know what I'm saying?
They didn't create many chances. They created one chance, bro. Let's be real. They created one chance, and that was at the end.
They got close a few times, but they kept spooning it. Do you know what I mean?
The first
one, I feel like it was more of like I always say this about Man United. Certain chances they were in, but they just chose the wrong choice. Do you know what I'm saying? They didn't pass through, they should do. But it is what it is, isn't it?
There's no got to suffer a little bit more.
Please, how many shots did Sesko have?
Together. That's how he says. That's how he talks.
You know what it is?
I'm with you. We were up 2-0. I was up 2-0. I was expecting us to go on a flipping mad thing in the second half.
Same. But Mbumo decided he don't know how to shoot. For one, and who's up on that? Absolutely. There was an Ahmad missed an open header, like an open header, and he's done that twice this season, by the way. The other one was against Fulham, but yeah, man, this is
listen. He had the tactics book out against Grimsby. At the moment you saw him with the tactics book there, like out against Grimsby, that's the moment he's sacking instantly. Do you know what I mean? That was shocking. That lads, it's Grimsby. Just put in a bit of effort, lads. Put a few passes together. You're good. Do you know what I mean? He's looking at Grimsby players on a board, on the tactics board, thinking, right, how do I stop him? How do I manoeuvre my players so I can get the advantage? And then the penalties come. Do you know what I mean?
By the way, man, what we saying about the Maguire?
No, Saeed. No, Saeed. He's asking his players to have bravery and courage. Yeah, he's asking stop it. He's asking his players to have bravery and courage and a fight on the football field. The man's like this when there's a penalty going on. Do you know what I mean? He's hiding. Where's the bravery and courage for your manager? You're looking over for the penalties and you see the guy like this.
No, the best one is when Burnley and us, I think we're drawing or they're winning or something like that, and he's not even watching the football field. He's literally
he's not watching, man. He's not watching.
Do you know what I mean? He's biting his nails.
Man, it's depressing. I can't lie. He's depressing.
He's too much of a super.
Well, where's that come from, though? Where's that come from? Because
I think, to be fair, I think he had that at Sporting as well. I don't think it's a new thing. Like,
it's superstition. I think it's superstition. It's
like, also, it's Sporting. The camera's not panning to him every single moment, bro. Like, it's not.
No, but Saeed, listen. One thing I'll say, whether it's panning to you or not, you know at United, it's gonna show to you. You gotta be showing me more than what you're showing. Do you get it?
Because stand there, stand up, stand strong.
If me, you, Kaz, Saeed are looking at us as a fan and saying, "Yo, this ain't right." Imagine what the players are thinking. Yo, my manager's a coward. He can't even watch man on the pitch. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like body language is a lot of things. I work with children, as you know, bro. I work with kids. You know what I'm saying? Body language is the main thing. Body language, especially as a Man United manager, you got to be more confident. Man's doing this.
Shells. Look. See, I've got for me in my mind. Yeah, I've got PhD in body language, like the guy that had the job back at Man United, did it? And the body language told me he's a certified crackhead. So on that notice, when you notice that all these tacticals like Pep, De Zerbi, and all them lot, they all do the same kind of thing. They're all crackheads, bro, but they're just in their own minds too much, because that's why they're so successful as managers, or they're up there. They're just crackheads. That's it. There's nothing more to it, and you just got to live with it. This is what happens,
bro. If Amarim was winning and he was doing this, cool. You be the crackhead you want to be. I'm cool.
For me,
yeah, but he's not winning. He's not winning. He's not winning. He's not been winning. He's not winning. The guy doesn't win. Do you know what I mean? Uzi win against 10 men and promoted or relegated teams. Now, Shells, you've been there now. You've seen it. What happens at set pieces? Boys in the chat, yeah, they don't know. They're not been to Old Trafford, yeah. Set pieces, Saeed, you see this. This is embarrassing. A set piece happens. He totters off back to the dugout, and all of a sudden this guy comes up, starts shouting. Do you know what I mean? No one's listening to him. He comes out standing every time, shouting everybody where to move. Right, just move to the back there. Right, come a little bit closer. Do you know what I mean? We're talking what he offers nothing. Have we even scored from a set piece?
Yeah. We did. Yeah, I think we.
I hate you, man. I'm with you, man.
You mean the throw-in, the long throw-in? That's about it. Do you know what I mean?
Did Euro Delict or something not score from a corner or something?
Was it?
It was on goal. Euro hit off on goal. Yeah,
I still set piece.
But let's quickly on the Maguire contract, man. And I don't know why people are happy with this. I don't think this is a good thing, man. Like,
it's not. You know what it is? I'm telling you now. Yeah, it's the English quota thing. I'm telling you now. Yeah,
I know it is, bro.
It's the English quota thing. But if you're gonna try to abide by someone's system, yeah, he does not suit it, whether you like it or not. But
I'm done with this, bro. I'm done with this Maguire.
He was on less money or anything, or he's not. What leader is Maguire? You know what?
No, Kaz, you don't understand, mate. It's leadership. This guy's been relegated 4 times. He knows what relegation's all about. Do you know what I mean? So he knows how to deal with relegation. When we're in the Championship next season, he's going to be dealing with these players. Do you know what I mean? Helping him transition from being a Premier League side to being a Championship team. Bro. We need him. He's going to be important next year. Trust.
No, just rip up his contract.
Ash, did you see when he came on and he backed off? There was a chance where Sunderland played.
He didn't.
Maguire is not the standard. We just saw him against Brentford. We've seen him under Ollie. We've seen him for many years. He has a couple of good games. He scores in a game against Lyon. It's pointless. We didn't even win the fucking Europa League. Stop with the revisionism. We've seen Maguire for many years at Manchester United. Simply not good enough. We have to play a line where it's not higher because Maguire's in the team. Stop this revision of Maguire. He has to get sold. And the fact is, the reason why Manchester United are so shit is because of shit like this. Keeping Maguire. He doesn't get in any other Big 16. I've just seen Arsenal sign Mascara for 30 million. Mascara signed for 30 million and we're keeping Maguire. It's all I've got.
He didn't get the Bournemouth team.
He gets into probably Everton's, but that's because they play a certain way like David Moyes ball.
Yeah, Everton probably,
And you know what that makes me think is I would be there, I swear down, if they give Luke Shaw a contract,
he's until 2027. He's calm. He won't be. He's got a contract until 2027.
Yeah.
He'll be like 32 by then. He'll be probably retired.
Right now, I'm not putting it past him. But if he stays fit for one season, I'm not putting it past him to give him an extra year. I'm not going to hear it, man.
And Maguire, like I said to you, I don't really get it. People say, but what? You know what I don't get as well, yeah? It's like when we say, but he's only going to be 4th, 5th choice centre back. Brother, he ends up being the first one, bro. That's what really pisses me off.
And you know what, Saeed? It doesn't matter whether he's 4th, 5th, or at the end of the day, he's going to play games. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm looking at other teams. I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm looking at the City. I'm looking at whatever. Maguire now is not the standard. He's been here long enough. These men need to be moved on. I've seen Cancelo be the best left back or right back in his position and get moved on.
It's going to be less.
It's not Manchester United quality. We have to play a certain way. We have to be on the back line. We can't play our line to where we want to be because Maguire is starting. Get rid of him. Stop with this.
You know what's smart about Maguire?
Be a centre back from the fucking academy, bro. I'd rather see a centre back from the academy than see Maguire.
Ready, I reckon.
At the age he's in, it doesn't make sense to me.
But you got to remember the academy, though. Apparently, the academy's not great, though. You know what I mean? Apparently, the academy's not great.
Who's been lying to him about that? We just won the treble with the under 18s. Like, what? Who's lying to him?
Bro, I don't understand. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
How do you have a bad academy after you just won a treble? Do you know what I mean? You won the Premier League. That's madness.
Do you know what it is, Ash, as well? The academy's bad.
Ash, we got a 14 and a 15-year-old, yeah, or one that's just turned 15 in the under 18s. I don't get it. What do you mean we're crap and they're killing everyone?
We've got Shea Lacey playing in England, playing for England.
Yeah, England, yeah.
We just finished 15th. I'm not talking about the academy's bad. What about the first team?
Facts.
Yeah.
In it.
Do you know what I mean? Listen, our under 21s are first, second, joint first. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
You're telling me that Thwaite can't get into Man United field?
Yeah.
He should be getting into our midfield. Yeah.
Getting him, man.
Yeah.
Get him in.
I swear to you, I'll give a better performance than you got in Casemiro. I swear on my life, bro.
Come on, man.
I swear to you, I'll give a better performance in midfield than these men are giving you. I swear.
Like, I'm not saying everyone has to make it, by the way, yeah. But are you telling me that there's not a couple of players that can come in to that team, bro? Are you mad? Are you mad? And then
there's teams there. Yeah, the Fletcher brothers, Montanto, Shea Lacey. There's players there. Do you know what I mean? There's decent players in that team. It's madness.
Wait, where's Coney, man? Where the hell's second?
Yeah, where's Coney? Where's Chido Obi gone? Do you know what I mean? Like, what we doing?
What about the new brother we signed as well? What about the new brother?
He's not coming until January or something.
Load him as well, bro.
Orozco.
But where is Sekou Coney? You didn't loan him out, so where is he?
Facts.
Were you going to put him in academy again? For what?
He's got a head injury right now. I think he's recovering from a head injury.
No,
now.
that happened.
By the way, that kid we're buying, by the way, that kid we're buying, is that happening, by the way?
Another one. Yeah, another one. The Mali international, I think.
Yeah, the Mali one. Is that happening?
By the way, that's another 6.
Your brother say, talk to him about him.
I don't know much of him, man. I'll be real with you.
Mali, innit?
He's from Mali.
Mali. Oh, okay, I thought you said.
I think he's from Mali. I don't know.
Coney's from Mali as well, isn't he?
Double, yeah. United.
Kone did get a bad injury as well at the start of the season, so I think maybe that's why he's not been like frustrating because he had a big injury.
Was it a concussion?
It's the 9th of October. They said he will come back in 2 weeks to go back into the and play with the under whatever. This guy looks cracked.
Well, he's bagging free kicks. Yeah, load him.
Oh, love.
Let me see the overall play, man.
He's not from Mali. Is he from Senegal? Because that looks like the Senegalese flag, no? Up there.
Yeah, you know what? It might be Senegalese.
Yeah, that's.
Right,
some big.
Right, this guy's got tech.
They got some big talent, man, coming through.
Yes, yeah. Like Lamine Kamara and all them, man. They're like, come on, man.
Kone brought his eye socket. That's crazy.
That's mad. So fair enough. Understandable why he's out the team. Then my man can't even see.
How old is he? 17. He said.
Yeah, 17. But you know what it is? You know, Caicedo was supposed to be a Man United player at 17 before he came to the Premier League. So the fact that Ineos are doing this stuff now it bodes well because Caicedo should have been a Man United player before he was a Brighton player. Before he even was a Chelsea player. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not United scouting system's never been a problem.
I can't lie. You see this Cheeto guy. I don't think he's as good as what people say, man. I don't know, man. Like, I'm still not convinced by this Cheeto guy. At first, I was kind of gassed that he came from Arsenal, but I've been watched him. I think he's still a bit too. I don't know what the word is, man. Like, I don't know. Actually, you think like, I'm not gonna say he's ready, but I think for me, what it is with me with Cheeto, yeah, I think he needs a loan, man. I've said it from day one.
Yeah,
United need to be loaning him out. I think he's too good enough for the academy. I really do. I need to see him more on loan and then come back. I just think for me right now, everyone's pushing for him to go and be in the first team. You need to get him out on loan and go out on loan, play some games, and then come back, man. I don't know, man. I think people are rushing. Everyone wants to rush Cheeto, but there's no rush. Go out on loan, develop, come back. Because I think it's one of them where I don't think we should sell him because I feel like for me, if you sell him and then he becomes a top player, that you've messed up there. But I do believe we need to develop him, bro. And that's why for me, people have been a bit too harsh. That's why when people say, oh, he's got to start in the first team, I was like, yo, let's relax, man. Let's relax. You get me? So, then you kind of be up and down. JJ Gabriel, he's just turned 15 in it. I think it's too soon to be talking about JJ Gabriel.
He's going to be in our preseason tour next year.
Yeah, he will be.
He's going to sign a new contract.
Is
he going to sign a new contract or not?
Hey,
he's moving as soon as he can. We've even offered his dad a box. I don't know if you heard that in the new stadium. We've offered him a box.
That's my point. I feel like with the news as well with Kobe Mainoo, with all these youth academy with these youth academy prospects that are going to leave Manchester United because they don't see a future for them in the first team is very worrying. The fact
No
that
pathway anymore.
exactly, Ash, and that's my point. Before there was a pathway, regardless of how shit we was or whatever. Now there's no pathway. So if our biggest of talents wants to leave the club, what does that say for like even the likes of Euro?
Facts.
Euro and Kobe are best mates. It's worrying. I'm just saying all of this stuff. It's not about manager versus player. It's just about the perspective of what's going on at Manchester United. All of this stuff is going on at Manchester United. Everyone's putting a blind eye to it. If Kobe goes, I'm telling you guys, it doesn't bode well for the rest of the academy because the most talented academy player doesn't see a pathway into the first team. What does that say?
We'll just get rid of Mason Mount when the time's up. He'll be all right.
You say this, is he going to get rid of Mason Mount though? Is he?
Yeah, well, I think the club will. He's on too much money. They ain't giving a new contract.
I don't know. I wish I was.
He's got another. How long is he going to run? Like after this year, it's mad. This is Mason Mount's third season, isn't it?
Yeah, third season.
And against Sunderland, and all of a sudden now the fans are giddy.
No, I don't understand, man. That's what you call white privilege. I swear down, man.
You know when I look at Mason Mount here, and I look at like I always say to people though, he is he does understand the system very, very well though. Like and that yeah, whether you can give credit or not, yeah, he's one of a few that maybe understand the system well, and that's why he's playing for Manchester United. Let's be honest, bro.
You know,
as much as we can crash it on him, he does understand the system. Like whether you think that's bad or not, he understands it more than Cunha at the minute. And I'm not talking Cunha. Cunha's played the system before, but right now Mason Mount knows what the manager wants from him. Therefore, he's in there. Whether you think that's wrong or right, but he understands it, and he don't really. The thing is with Mason Mount, he don't really have a bad game because it's like
you know what reminds me of Saeed?
He just runs around.
You know what it reminds me of? A young James Milner. Do you know what I mean? He's that kind of a player that used to piss people off in the England team. Do you know what I mean? He just does a job. He gives you at least a minimum 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 every single game. Do you know what I mean? And he's gonna have a decent career, Mason Mount. He might not stay at United, but whatever he does, he's gonna continue on to just put in solid performances. Nothing spectacular, nothing great, but he'll be a career man where you'll see him continue. He'll work hard. Do you know what I mean? He'll do everything that coaches want from him. Almost like similar to how Maguire will be. He's got the right attitude. He's got the right desire. He's just, I don't think he's the answer to it. That's the problem. When you're leaving out players like Cunha, who is an answer, do you know what I mean? Who has got the talent and the ability. That's where it becomes a problem. But that's where you need a better manager. That's where you need a manager who can get the best out of someone like Cunha. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, and you're looking at a manager who can't even put Kobe Mainoo into the team. You've got Diego Leon there as well. We've just signed for what, 6-7 million. He can't get into the team ahead of Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's playing ahead of him, and he's got no future at the club. A lot of our problems and a lot of the issues boil down to the manager. And until we sort him out, we're going to end up losing a superstar talent like Kobe Mainoo, who comes into the team at 17-year-old, banging in goals against Liverpool and last-minute winners against Wolves and all that. And like Kaz was saying, and like Shells was saying, that there's no pathway for these players anymore. And Mason Mount is one of them players that blocks the pathway for a player, because you could put Bruno in that Mainoo spot, and then you could put Bruno in that Mount spot, and then put Mainoo in the middle. Why is that not happening? We've all spoke about that. But instead he puts Mason Mount there, and for me it just doesn't make sense. We're in a situation.
That's the biggest issue for me with Amarin as well. It's like, for me, a manager has to get the best out of their players that they have in the system, right?
Facts.
He competes. Why is Kobe competing with the same position with Bruno? They're not even remotely the same 100%. Profile. How does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? A manager needs to get his best players in the position that they're effective in, and he's not doing that. The fact that he's shoehorning Bruno in just because he signed 2 number 10s is crazy to me, and we've just accepted it because it's just the norm. It's become a norm. Yeah, it's the norm. You get what I'm saying? It's not a norm. Yep. This is not normal. The best creator of the last 5 years is playing number 8. He's playing out of position to shoehorn himself because he can't play in the number 10s.
Well, the best one's actually at Napoli.
On our forward line. This is the biggest problem for me. Stuff like this goes unnoticed, and man just lap it up. Like this is unreal. If any other manager was doing this at another club, they'll get shoehorned. They'll get absolutely belted for it. But because it's Manchester United, and so all of a sudden, Sir Alex Ferguson did this, Arteta did this, it's the same argument every single time. Show me a little bit of what Sir Alex Ferguson did. Show me a little bit of what Arteta did. Then I can get behind it. But I can't, because right now our best players or our best Italian, they can't even see a fucking future in the team. It's absolutely crazy to me. It's ludicrous. Do you get what I'm saying? If Kobe
Facts.
Mainoo goes,
I'm
then
with you.
bro, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm getting to a point with Man United. It's like I'm falling in love about them. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what? I
Our
want him
club
to
is
go.
built on. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Just quickly again, our club is built on foundation of youth players. If our biggest youth talent can't see a pathway into the first team, what does that say about Manchester United? You tell me,
The
guys.
problem-
You tell me.
It's a problem.
It's
It's,
true,
a problem.
it's true.
Not just that. Other players are looking at that. They see that. The academy players are seeing that now. Do you know what I mean? I feel sorry for Kobe. In a way, I want him to get his move. Do you know what I mean? Because he deserves better than
Yeah,
just
a lot
being
of people
waiting
said
on the
that,
bench.
A lot of people have said that. Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves a move. He deserves to be, challenging for them England spots at the World Cup. He don't deserve to be there, waiting behind Mason Mount and Bruno playing in the middle. Like Adam Wharton plays there, and you can't tell me Adam Wharton's any more quicker in the midfield than Kobe Mainoo. Do you know what I mean? Playing in the midfield too. Like what we're doing here is just the coaching so poor.
What did Kobe Mainoo break into as Manchester United when he first came into the team? What position was he playing? You tell me.
Was it DM?
Yeah,
DM.
They tried to play him as a DM.
But he was also
wasn't originally. He wasn't
alongside.
You're on mute there.
No, your
mic's gone there, Shell. Your mic's gone.
Yeah.
But now, when he first came into the club, though, when he was in the academy, he was a central attacking midfielder. Do you know what I mean? He was more of a,
when he was in the academy.
yeah. That was early academy. That was early academy.
Yeah.
He's like his last year when they won the FA Youth Cup. That was with playing more of an attacking role. And then he even said in interviews, "I'm learning on the job in the Premier League how to play centre midfield." And then that number 6 role. But it's one of those, as a coach, you see that talent, and his lack of identifying the talent is worrying. Like he's looking there, and he's not thinking like this is a player that I can mould, and I'm using. Put it this way, he could even mould Kobe into a player that could do a job better than a guy he can do. Do you know what I mean? Like, why can't he play next to him? For me, it's just frustrating. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Yeah. I feel sorry for the kid. I feel sorry for him.
Let me get this super chat before I wrap up. Mount has scored 3 goals in 3 years. We ran players like Martial, Rashford, Lingard, Sancho, Pogba off who perform way better. What does this guy get praised for doing cardio? Is it a colour thing? Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. For me, I've said it all along. I said, look at Mason Mount. I look at him and I'm like, yo, he does the bare minimum. And sometimes coaches love that. You get me? Like, it's one of them ones where they love the bare minimum. He doesn't cause a fuss. It's not one of them players that will be doing a madness off the pitch. It's someone that the players or the manager just like, and it is what it is. We have to just deal with it. But he won't be here next year. I reckon he'll get sold next year, bro. Because the manager won't be here anyway. So we move. But listen, people, man, that's been a sick show. Yeah, man, let's just hope there's some news, man. Or maybe this is just international fun. And this is something to talk about, you know what I mean? And you're not just bored out of your mind. And like it's what it is, man. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't know when it'll happen, but we'll see, man. Wait for the bomber tomorrow. Tomorrow there could be some updates. Who knows? We could be live tomorrow night. Who knows? Keep your eyes peeled. Listen, hear. Let people know. You feel me? Ash, love for coming on, bro. As usual. Big up, man.
No, always Saeed and Shells and Kaz and the chat, always a pleasure to be here. Always having fun, I wish United were doing better, obviously we all do, but that's where we're at now as a football club, unfortunately. Hopefully waking up to some big news tomorrow, though. We'll see. Yeah. Go follow me. Go follow me on all my socials, all like TikTok, YouTube, Ash Meppers, like for shorts and United vlogs, bit of match day experience at the club and all that. And yeah, we'll get into another one.
Yeah, man. Make sure you follow his vlogs. Some sick vlogs, man. Honestly, the Ash's vlogs are so underrated, man. So go check them out. Nah, come on, bro. Ash,
you'd say that anyway, but thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, come on, bro. Always, man. Check out Never a Foul, Cass Central, man. Big up to you, man.
Yeah, big up.
What are you laughing at?
Big up. No, it's just what Ash said, didn't it?
Yeah. You live tomorrow. You're live every day, to be fair. So just check out Never a Foul.
Yeah, man. Love, man.
And Matchday Shells as well, man. Make sure you follow up Matchday Shells as well. He's doing big things as well. You get me? Always out and about doing his thing. What are you telling me?
Yeah, man. Game's gone, man. Yeah, we love that show.
Game's gone, man. The mic needs upgrading. I can't lie.
Mike.
Yeah. But now we need to upgrade in Qatar. You need a mic upgrade. Simple. But
you
yeah,
can't have it now.
Yeah, there you go, man. You know what I mean? Waffling, man. Shush. But listen, people, we're gonna raid Sarcasm City TV. Flawless, man. You get me? Just go in there, BOMBA. Just write BOMBA on his chat so he believes that there's some news that have dropped. Get him excited, chat. So yeah, go over to now Sarcasm City TV. I'll be back in the morning with Troops. And let me see if I can rattle Troops. I don't know how I'm going to rattle him, but yeah, you let me know how I rattle Troops tomorrow morning. And then, yeah, man, FIFA tomorrow night as well. We'll play some FIFA career mode. And yeah, man, let's see what happens, man. Maybe we could get something tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Peace. UAE.
Ahora sí va en serio. Ahora seguro. Tic-tac. 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 Empezamos.